Hi everyone, this is your March of 2024 mid-monthly reading. So now we're covering the second half of March. I hope you guys are all doing well. We are going to be going through each and every zodiac sign like I always do. Still starting with Pisces, so since we're still technically in Pisces season, although we're soon going to be transitioning into Aries season, and then ending off with Aquarius. We're going to go over your positive affirmation, message from the universe, your animal spirit message, your crystal, then your general message overview for this next little while, then your love message, what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you, and your advice at the end as well. Okay, before we go into that, I'm going to go over the astrological transits, the energies in the sky for the second half of March if you want to sit and listen to that first, and then we'll get straight to your readings. Okay, what else? March, I feel like, has been kind of a crazy, overwhelming month. You guys let me know how it's been so far, but as a Pisces myself, it's been a lot of work, and I think just with like baby stuff, it's like I'm learning every day, and it's been tough. It's been a challenge, but we're swimming through it, and we're getting through everything. But thanks so much for bearing with me, guys. And yeah, I know sometimes my posting may be a little off and on, or sometimes I'm kind of posting right right the day of or the day before it's supposed to be up. But thanks for hanging with me. You know, it's been a little bit crazy with a baby now, and he's like crawling and walking everywhere, and kind of fighting all his naps, and everything's changing all the time. So it's been a learning process for me, and it's like I'm thrown into like chaos every day and just trying to manage it and keep my sanity. So it's been a lot, but I know we're all kind of going through our own things. So hopefully this will bring you some peace and clarity, and that's always my intention. Okay, all right, so you can listen for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus, of course. All in combination may make better sense, or one could resonate more than the other at times, just depends. Keep an open mind, right? It may not always resonate to the T. These are general, so just take what fits and leave the rest out. Not everything has to be specifically for you, but if it resonates, it resonates. And you can follow me here on YouTube, subscribe, click the notification bell so you're notified every time I post. You can become a member if you want to support the channel even further, or of course purchase my extended readings. You could also check out my poetry book that's available on Amazon. All that information is always linked below if you're interested. And if you do purchase it and enjoy it, I would love for you to leave me a review if you'd like, no pressure. All right, what else? I think that's it. Okay, so let's just get right into the transits. I feel like I always have a lot to say and then I forget, and I'm just like, okay, let's just get straight to the program. All right, so this for the second half of March, guys, we do already have Venus in Pisces. Venus went to Pisces on the 11th, so of course we're gonna feel more drawn towards people, places, things that we feel emotionally connected to, that resonate with our dreams or imagination, creativity. But also remember that Venus is exalted in Pisces, so we may kind of overdo it or overindulge or go a little too far. So it's going to be important that we kind of keep in the back of our mind, we got to practice moderation, not let ourselves go too far with things that we love. And on the 19th, we begin Aries season. So we transition out of Pisces season, mutable water, into cardinal fire, Aries. My birthday's actually a day before. So yeah, I'm definitely like a cusp. So yeah, it'll feel like the new beginning of spring, the new year technically for me. Then on the 22nd, we have Mars moving into Pisces. So now we have Venus and Mars, and I think, what else? Neptune. And yes, if I can think correctly. So Mars moving into Pisces, we're going to be more motivated in our actions, motivations, desires, more emotionally motivated. Something feels good if we feel like it's right, or it resonates with our dreams, our imagination, our creativity, love, romance. These things may be what motivates us or what pushes us to take action or move, and it's going to be more emotional. Like if something moves us in an emotional way, or we feel connected, then we'll want to do it. Otherwise we might like hesitate, or if it doesn't feel right, we may not want to associate. Then on the 25th, we have a Libra full moon lunar eclipse. You probably have been seeing this all over the place because whenever it's eclipse, I feel like you get like millions of videos saying eclipse, 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 full moon, which nothing wrong with that, but I think it's kind of like a lot when it's like overflowing or too much. So this Libra full moon lunar eclipse, of course, you know, full moons bring up a lot of things to the surface, and it being a lunar eclipse with this full moon specifically though, so I can simplify it for you guys because I know you maybe get a lot of information and people make it too complicated, and when it's really not that complicated. This full moon is all about surrender. That's the theme. Surrendering, and in this case it's going to be surrounded around relationships, the relationship with yourself, with others, friends, family, romantic, whatever the case is. And it's either going to feel like you're surrendering to a relationship, to a person, surrendering to a situation and just trying to move through it in a peaceful way, or you throw up the white flag and you're like, hey, I let this go, I give this up. So whatever that means, it's going to feel like you're either kind of working through it, surrendering to it instead of fighting with each other, or you surrender and you're like, okay, let's each go our own ways or separate ways and move on. Okay, and in my way, I feel like I have to surrender to my baby boy Skylar every day because, you know, you grow up. I will say for my ladies, don't ever say that you are never gonna let a man control you or anything like that, because one day, you never know, you may have a baby boy and that baby boy is gonna dictate and run your whole life. I'm telling you, he runs me wild. So in that little example, like I have to surrender to Skylar. My whole life kind of revolves around him right now, and that tiny little human is kind of controlling everything these days. So yes, this Libra full moon lunar eclipse is centered around our relationships. So some relationships could be leaving our lives. We may be fixing or reforming how we handle that relationship. And it could just be an internal thing within yourself if you're not dealing with anybody, but usually you're dealing with someone, you know, even if it's not romantic. So surrendering, either going through it, not fighting against each other, or parting ways. Okay, then on the 29th, we have Pallas the asteroid in Sagittarius going retrograde, and Pallas is like the warrior representing justice. So we may take a look at past ideologies, maybe our philosophical ways of thinking, religious values, spiritual beliefs, and kind of look back and see, was that right? Should I have been thinking that way? Was that the right thing to do? Or maybe I had it wrong. So you may be reevaluating and thinking if you had the right spiritual belief systems or philosophical ways of thinking, or something that you very strongly like believed in, you were teaching or expressing. You may kind of go back and be like, I don't know. Or you may go back and see, I was right, or like, I do still believe in that. Okay. And it's okay if you need to reframe or change your beliefs, right? Because we're always changing. You may not believe the same things that you did 5-10 years ago, and that's totally okay. Then on the 31st of March, we have Vesta, the asteroid, moving into Cancer. And Vesta is like the keeper, representing devotion. So we're gonna probably take a closer look or be more devoted to our home, family, privacy, comfort, what makes us feel comfortable, our own private internal emotions, family, home, all those things. We're going to really take a closer look at, be really paying attention to it, organizing it, devoting kind of ourselves maybe more to that, especially as we get closer to like the summer and like Cancer season. Okay. All right. So I feel like that was kind of a lot, but hopefully you digested it well. There's his mom outside with her 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, and the little boys are always like running wild. I'm like, that's my future. Okay, anyway, so let's continue on. All right, so let's start with Pisces. All right, hi, my Pisces. Happy birthday, my fellow fishies, mermaids, mermen. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you've been surviving. Please let me know in the comments how this season has been treating you guys. I would love to know your thoughts, especially as a Pisces myself, because I feel like Pisces season has been intense. Okay, it's been a lot. And maybe it's just because I have a baby and stuff, but I don't know. I think we're all feeling this to a certain extent. It's been wild. So many reality checks, reality hitting me in the face. I think, like I said, in the March monthly, it's been a lot. So let me know. Tap in. Let me know on the bottom. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, but happy birthday. My birthday's on the 18th. Let me know if you guys have your birthdays around and coming up very soon, or if your birthday already passed. Probably most of you, your birthday already passed, but I'm right on the edge of the end of our season. Okay, so your first affirmation, guys, is I'm confident. I am confident. Yes, please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I'm confident. I can do this. I believe in myself and my talents, my gifts, my abilities, even the things that I'm not good at. I know that I can learn, I can practice, I can get better at it. Man, this is something I have to tell myself every day, because as a new mom and parent, you're just like, you feel like you suck. You feel like you don't know anything every day. And it's just like, I'm always like, I can do this. I can do this. I'm learning, I'm growing. Everything's gonna be okay. So whatever it is that you're going through or you're struggling with, just tell yourself, the more I practice, the more I do this and I take action, I will grow confident in myself. I will get better. And you just gotta pump yourself up, you know, even at times when you feel like you know nothing or you're struggling. I'm right there with you. Okay, so your second affirmation is coming from card number 6. So 6 could be an important number for you or mean something to you. And it says, I'm worthy of the love I desire from myself and others. I'm worthy of the love I desire from myself and others. So practice saying this if you can. All right, your message from the universe, guys, is about letting go. So I guess, again, with that theme of like surrender that I mentioned with the full moon. Be open-minded and receptive to new possibilities. Release the past and don't let it hold you back. Surrender to life. That might be a hard one to like digest and swallow. Let go. Be open-minded and receptive to new possibilities. Release the past and don't let it hold you back. Surrender to life. Because sometimes we get so comfortable in our old ways or how we've always done something. You're like, oh, well, this has always worked. This is what was I've done this for forever. And then this new journey, this new chapter, this new phase comes into your life and it like knocks you out and you're like, okay, nothing from my past works anymore. I have to like literally reform, change everything. And that can sometimes be really difficult, right? Because we're like creatures of habit. We usually don't like change that much. But at this time, the universe is asking you to let go, be open-minded, and surrender to life, and know that you will be guided in the right direction. And a lot of times that same thing you're scared of is the same thing that's going to set you free, that's going to help you grow and expand. And once you get there, you're like, oh, okay, it wasn't that bad. I got this, but let go. Your animal spirit message is coming from the alligator, representing concentration and force. And the alligator is here to remind you to be confident in who you are and have tough skin. Be confident in who you are and have tough skin. So right now, again, that whole theme of confidence, right? Confidence is coming up. Maybe you feel not very confident in yourself because you're doing something or going through a time when everything's new or things are changing and maybe you're not the best at it, or you're learning, or you're struggling in some way, shape, or form. But right now, I think it's just going to be important that you're confident no matter what. Have tough skin. Don't let things knock you down easily. If you fall, get back up, you know, brush it off, say, I can do this, keep going no matter what. You know, it's funny too, we have like a little book with what's it called, little tabs, things that like go up and down for like little kids. Why can't I speak right now? And Skylar like ripped one out, and it was like an alligator. It's like a book with like farm animals or like the zoo, and he like ripped the one that's like an alligator. It's just funny now that I'm seeing that. My little destroyer. All right, and then as your crystal for this time, you guys got epidote. And it's associated with your heart chakra. It balances and stabilizes energetic flow, is grounding, helps one get through emotional breakthroughs, opens your mind to understanding others' perspectives, opens your heart to release any emotional blockages. And an affirmation associated with epidote is, I allow my heart to become open to love and light. I allow my heart to become open to love and light. All right, so epidote might be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into, especially if you're having trouble maybe connecting with your heart chakra, or you're having some trouble here with like love, opening up, acceptance, stuff like that. All right, so my dear Pisces, what is going on with you guys, with us in the second half of March? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I heard coyotes, but they're not going to be howling at this time. I think it's just an ambulance. But it's funny because at night, if there is an ambulance going by, like you hear so many coyotes, like I guess there's like packs of them now, which I didn't hear before. They're like, woo, it's crazy. Even Nala gets like freaked out. All right, anyways, so what's going on with you guys, with us in the second half of March? So I'm seeing kind of still similar energies from the March monthly, but in this case here, I feel like you're kind of questioning, the love that you feel towards a person, place, or thing, or you're questioning how someone else feels. You're questioning someone's love for you, or your love for something, a person, place, or thing, a relationship, how profound it is, how deep it is. Do they really love me? Do they really care? How invested am I? Do I really love, or am I doing my part? There is something that you connect with in a deep emotional way, or maybe you want to connect in a deeper, more profound way, and you're like questioning maybe how, if it's real, or if this is something worthwhile, or am I thinking about it the right way? Am I acting, am I feeling the way I should be about this? Or does this person actually genuinely love me? Do they really care about me? Or this relationship, you know, friend, family, whatever the case is, or romantic partner. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign like yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you're like, does this person really love me? Like maybe you're questioning it, and maybe they do really love you, or they're devoted to you, and sometimes you're not sure. Sometimes you're like, I don't know, is there a disconnection? And it could just be that you're going through some doubts that are making you question kind of a lot of things in your life, and seeing what's real and what's not real. Remember, also Saturn is in Pisces, right? So it's making us really kind of like look at reality, or see the reality of our feelings, our emotions, the things that we're emotionally connected to, and we're like, okay, is this real? Is this, or was this just in my head? Was this just in my imagination? Or am I forcing something that's not there? So you may be questioning, having some doubts about your feelings towards something, a person, place, or thing, or someone else's feelings towards you, or just vice versa, both of you. You're like questioning if this is real, if this is what you want, or maybe where it's going, where it's heading. And it feels like, though, whoever you're dealing with, if it is like a person, this person does actually really love you. They are devoted to you. They do have true feelings for you. And maybe you could just be going through a funk right now. You literally may just be going through kind of like an emotional funk. So I would highly recommend not to be too hard on the people around you or your relationships, because there is a lot of things going on internally within you right now, and you don't want to take that out on other people, or make that this like temporary feeling you're going through cause you to make some kind of permanent or impulsive decision or big move. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to do something like dramatic when you're like kind of in a temporary feeling, you know, kind of like if it's that time of month for my ladies, you know, you're maybe a little more sensitive, more emotional than usual. So you don't want to just like do something dramatic when you know you're not going to feel that way a few days from that moment. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like you're a little bit in an emotional funk, kind of doubting things, questioning people around you, how you feel about it. Is this the right feeling? Am I crazy, or am I just being dramatic, or am I just bored, or am I not seeing things clearly? A lot of feelings and emotions right now, and there's a lot of Pisces energy in the sky, so just keep that in mind. It could be kind of messing with us a little bit right now, and kind of feeling a little overwhelming. So you may actually have it really good right now, Pisces. You may actually have everything going pretty good. I wouldn't say perfect, right? Because no one's life is perfect, but you're blessed. You have a lot of great things to be happy for, and gifts from God, the universe, whatever you believe in. And sometimes we may take that for granted, or we may create problems that are not there. So you want to be mindful you're not doing that. And my husband and I had some songs stuck in our head, specifically him, but then he got stuck in my head, and it was like, we thought the words were like, don't think twice, but it was actually like, oh, think twice, when we looked up the lyrics. And it's that same guy that sings all the Tarzan songs, I forget his name, And when I heard the song and we were watching the video, it's kind of like showing how like you should be grateful and you're actually living someone else's paradise or something like that. So just something to keep in mind. I think it's resonating with our reading, and whatever you're feeling right now is temporary and it will pass. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you are going through an emotional funk and like questioning everything. Don't make any big dramatic decisions right now, because emotionally you may be a little like in the deep waters all over the place, and you may just need to come up for a few seconds to get some fresh air and like, all right, then you feel different. Okay. All right, so as your love message, you guys got fate. This is a destined partnership. This is a destined partnership. If you had any doubts, or if you're not in a relationship, maybe you have a fated destined partnership that's coming your way. So don't doubt it. Don't put yourself down or think, oh, I'm going to be alone forever, or this is not going to work out. It's going to come your way. What someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. So whoever this person is, maybe they haven't spoken to you or responded to you or reached out, and they are thinking of you, but maybe they're waiting for the right time, or they've been busy, or something has been going on, and they will eventually communicate with you, but maybe right now for whatever reason it's not the time, or they're just busy, they have something going on. Lastly, as your advice, you guys got fortune. Keep up the hard work and the wheel of fortune will turn in your favor. Past actions are coming to an end and luck is on your side. Okay, so keep going, keep treading forward, Pisces. If you feel like you've kind of been like trying to run in water, which you know is very difficult to do, maybe all you have to do is just kind of relax, start floating, swim, instead of trying to like run in water. We're not on land, we're in water right now. You gotta just swim, float, go with the current, don't fight the current. Luck will be coming on your way, coming on your side. And a lot of things that maybe you're trying to close out cycles, closing out some things in your life, they're coming to an end, but it's gonna take some time, so don't rush through that process. But as soon as all that's done, you will feel like lighter, and maybe as Aries season kind of progresses, you'll start to feel like you've been released from something, okay? All right, so Pisces, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Please let me know in the comments how Pisces season has been treating you guys, because I'd love to hear your thoughts, and maybe we can all relate with each other. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you for your next reading and your weeklies, and I appreciate you all for watching and being here. All right, take care and happy birthday. All right, so now let's move on to Aries. Hi Aries, how are you? Hope you guys are doing lovely. Happy birthday to those of you who will be celebrating your birthdays very, very soon, and we're going to be in your season very soon, depending on when you watch this. So happy birthday. I feel like it's starting to get a little dark over here, even though it was like lighter earlier, but oh well, never mind. So your first affirmation, or let me know in the comments when your birthday is, or if you're a March baby. Okay, my mom's birthday is the 26th, so she's a March Aries baby. Your first affirmation is, I am in love. I am in love. Yes, please practice saying this out loud if you can, mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I think every day it's a really great thing to wake up and like find something you can, you know, love or be thankful for. Like, I'm in love with myself, or I love my view, I love my coffee, I love my pet, I love my bed, I love my plants. I'm in love with life. I have a beautiful life. Just really speak those words, speak it into existence. I'm in love, or I'm in love with my partner. I'm in love with my future soulmate I haven't met yet, but I know they're out there. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 31. So 31, or maybe the number 4, could be significant or mean something to you guys in the second half of March. And it says, everything my heart desires is manifesting into reality. Everything my heart desires is manifesting into reality. Okay, speak that into existence and really believe it like it's already here and it's coming true. All right, and then as your message from the universe, you guys got heal. It's okay to be emotional and cry. Take time to heal from situations and people who may have hurt you. Be honest with yourself and allow yourself to feel your emotions. So there may be some healing that you need to process or go through at this time. And it's okay if you get kind of sensitive or feel emotional or get sentimental or you need to cry it out a little bit. Don't think that makes you weak, just feel through it, push, let it come out of you, and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, because it's actually probably gonna help you heal, okay? Then, as your animal spirit message, you guys got the owl, symbolizing wisdom and intuition. And the owl is here to remind you that you have the ability to see what others cannot. You have the ability to see what others cannot. So in this next few weeks, you may be able to notice things, or your intuition could be speaking to you. You'll just pick up on things maybe that other people don't pick up on, and it'll just like or it'll speak to you. You're like, okay, I'll make mental note. Just take like mental notes. You don't always have to like speak it out, because other people may not understand. Like, what? Like, why would you say that? You're like, yeah, I saw that, or I felt, I felt this. They just may think you're crazy, right? Your crystal is Shiva Lingam, and it's associated with the root and sacral chakra. It balances yin and yang energies, removes unwelcome sexual tension, increases fertility, increases libido in both sexes. And an affirmation associated with Shiva Lingam is, I am connected with every realm of the universe. I am connected with every realm of the universe. So that could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while. All right, my dear Aries, so what's going on with you guys in the second half of March, generally speaking? Okay, so some of you may have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, or the energy overall. And I feel like here that there could be some increase in popularity, in friends, associations, people you're around. Maybe you're getting more attention, making more connections, networking. Maybe you're becoming more famous or something, or at school, work, or online. You're getting more attention, views, or whatever, making more friends for how you think, because maybe you're kind of unique, you're different, you stand out, or the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, your perceptions, your ideas. So there's something really unique about you, and so you're gravitating, you're attracting a lot more attention, more friends, or more eyes on you. But this attention could be making others mad, could be making others jealous. Maybe it's certain people in your life, maybe some friends or family members, neighbors, or whatever. It's making them jealous or making them mad that you're getting this attention, or who or what you're interacting with. Maybe they don't want you being a part of this group, or maybe they don't want you being friends with these people or talking to these people, and so they may be starting some drama. So there could be some drama, fights, arguments with some people who are being petty with you. Maybe they're jealous of the attention you're getting. They don't want you to have more friends or be associated with certain people. Or they also maybe just like are jealous of how you're changing or how you're evolving, because it makes them feel uncomfortable, because they feel like they're losing their spot in your life, or like they don't have a place in your life anymore, or like they don't fit in with that crowd. It's like if you grew up with someone your whole life, but now you're interested in something that they're not into, they're going to feel out of place. They're going to feel like they don't have a place in your life anymore because they're not part of that crowd, but you're getting all these fans, all this attention, and that makes them uncomfortable. So you could receive some frustration, some drama, or some people being upset at you because of what you're associated with, or people you're connecting with, or how you think, or the popularity that you're getting. Whatever it is, the popularity you're getting is making someone mad. And I think it's not just one person, it could be multiple people. There's like a group of people who are giving you a hard time, frustrating you, or causing drama and fights, and it's like they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you branch out or be your highest self or be great, because they know you're great and you're destined for greatness. But it's like they almost want to keep you small like them, or they're just jealous they can't do it because they're not you. They don't have those capabilities, or they don't have those connections, or they're not able to make those connections. They're not able to reach those people the way you do. They're not able to be a superstar the way you are a superstar. So I would just keep that in mind. Keep yourself protected, because there's a lot of jealous people or haters around you. And it's because you're unique, you're different, you do things different, you attract people very easily, or you're just gaining a lot of attention, and people pay attention to you, they're listening to you. But some people here are jealous, angry, and causing some drama, and they may try to slow your progress or slow your growth. And you either have to fight fire with fire or try to remove yourself from these people or point out and see who these people are so you kind of get them out of your life. Okay, and you could definitely be feeling this, especially on the full moon lunar eclipse, because that's centered around surrendering and our relationships in our life and things that relationships that need to be in our lives and not be in our lives. All right. Oh, and the people who could be giving you trouble are fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. Okay, and the people who actually are supporting you and riding with you and like you and creating friendships and stuff like that could be air signs or Aquarius. Aquarius energies, Aquarius people, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venuses may actually really fancy you, really like you, support you because you're different and they resonate with you. Okay, but the haters might actually be a lot of fire signs because they think you should be like them, but you're not like them, or you're a little bit different. All right, and then as your love message, you guys got vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. You can be completely open with this person. So you may need to be vulnerable with a person, maybe a romantic partner or someone who you're close with, in order for your relationship to really grow and develop. Or you may feel like, you know what, I think I can be open with this person. What someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I know you are my soulmate. I know you are my soulmate. So whoever this person is, they may say this to you, or even if they don't verbally say it, they're thinking and feeling this like, wow, like Aries is my soulmate. I just feel like we're meant to be together, and I hope they will be open with me, or maybe they will start to be more open and vulnerable with you, especially with this Pisces energy. Okay, then lastly is your advice. You guys got time of need. Time of need. Someone needs you just now. Think, who's recently contacted you? It's time to stick the kettle on and be that shoulder for someone in need. So someone maybe at some point towards the end of March or the second half of March may need you. Maybe right now someone just called you or texted you or whatever the case is, but someone may need you for support, advice, a shoulder to cry on, or maybe they just need a vent. Whatever the case is, someone may need you. And I know some of you could be like, oh, I feel like people always need me though. Well, it just may be another person that needs you again, possibly. But this time, help them out, listen to them, because you may be the only person that they have that can speak good sense into them or can give them good advice. Maybe they don't have anyone else that will help them in that way, and you're here to help them if you can. Okay? Is there thunder? Is there gonna rain? Oh gosh. You know who's scared of thunder? She's a chicken. She's scared. Anyways. Let's continue on. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here, for watching. I wish you guys all the best. Happy birthday, and I'll see you for your next reading, your weeklies, and monthlies, so on and so on. Take care. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, and see you next time. All right. Okay, so now let's move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. So Taurus, your first positive affirmation is, I am creative. I am creative. Yes, please practice saying this out loud. If you can, mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I'm creative. I have endless ideas, imagination, dreams, and things that I want to bring into fruition, things I want to manifest into my reality. And I have no writer's block. I have no blockages. Things are just coming to me faster than I can write down. So I'm creative, and I always find creative ways to get through things and make things happen in my life. By the way, sorry if it's getting darker. All of a sudden now it's like the clouds are coming in, or it might rain, or thunder. I don't know. It was like sunny for like before I started. Now all of a sudden it's like changing. Anyways, Pisces season, mutable sign seasons are always like so unpredictable. One day is like sunny, the next is like raining. It's crazy. It's chaotic. Anyways. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 45. So 45 or the number 9 could be significant or mean something to you guys at this time. And it says, I am breaking the generational patterns that once held my lineage behind. I am breaking the generational patterns that once held my lineage behind. Okay, so family, programming, things from your past, things that you were raised on, you know, you're breaking past those things. Even if you feel like your family and past generations, ancestors all suffered or lived in a certain way, whatever, that does not have to be your reality. Just because it's been a trend, just because it's been happening for years and years and years, does not mean it has to that cycle has to repeat itself. You can always create a new life, break those generational curses, and live a different life. Okay, always remember that. Always remember that. No matter what your circumstance, environment, you can create a whole new environment, create a whole new life that you're happy with, that brings you joy, and has nothing to do with whatever your ancestors, family in the past lived through. Okay. Then as your message from the universe is about retreating. The most important relationship that you can have is with yourself. Sometimes we spend so much time caring for others that we forget to take care of ourselves. It's okay to put yourself first. Okay, so at this time, my dear Taurians, it's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to take care of you, because if you don't take care of you, how are you going to take care of others, right? You know, you got to make sure you're okay. So at this time, do not feel bad about treating yourself, you know, valuing your mental health, your sanity, your physical health, anything that you could be struggling with. If you can't, you know, tend to a certain relationship in your life right now because you're dealing with something, that person, if they love you, they will understand. Like, it's okay, take care of you. I will be here. So do something for yourself. If you need a rest, if you need to kind of like, you know, get your mind right, reset, that's okay. Do whatever you need to do to make sure you are okay. All right. Then as your animal spirit message, you guys got the frog. Ribbit, ribbit. And it's representing renewal and rebirth. And the frog is here to remind you that you are shedding your old habits and patterns. You are shedding your old habits and patterns. Okay, so there's a lot of things that maybe you've always done for a long time, but maybe that's changing now and you're building new habits, new patterns, new schedules, and that can be maybe a little bit uncomfortable because we're changing, we're evolving, we're growing, and we're shifting into a new season very, very soon. So you're going through some kind of renewal, rebirth, and you're shedding old habits, things that used to work, they don't work anymore. They've served its purpose, and now you're kind of entering into this new phase. And it could be little things. It doesn't have to be like major things, but there are little things maybe in your life that are shifting and changing for the better, okay? Or that's just going to serve you more productively at this time. All right, then as your crystal, you guys got Ocean Jasper. Ocean Jasper, and it's associated with all your chakras. It's a stone of happiness and joy, helps you release negative feelings and feel more optimistic, enhances your understanding of yourself and your own personal power, promotes deep relaxation by reconnecting your spirit to the earth and its healing vibrations. An affirmation associated with Ocean Jasper is, I enjoy positive energy in all of my relationships, including myself. I enjoy positive energy in all of my relationships, including myself. Beautiful. So Ocean Jasper might be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in the second half of March, okay? All right, so my beautiful Taurians, what's going on with you guys, generally speaking, for this next little while? Okay, so there could be traveling coming up for some of you, short distance, long distance, across the world, or, you know, next city, town, few hours away, whatever the case is. You may be traveling physically to heal, to move forward, to advance forward, to make amends, or to find a solution to a problem, okay? And it can be regarding health, or maybe some fight or disagreement in a relationship. So maybe you're traveling because you're seeing a sick family member or someone who's ill, and you want to, you know, visit them, or make sure you get some time with them. You know, if something were to happen, maybe you're traveling because you have to find some medical procedure or a doctor that's going to help you in a better way than what's available to you in your nearby environment. Maybe you're traveling for finding, you know, certain product, service, something that's going to help you for your health that you just can't find nearby. You could be traveling to visit someone who you haven't seen, or you guys are talking things through so you can heal their relationship and move forward. But either way, something is coming into full circle for you at this time, and you're gonna find a solution or figure out the solution to a problem that you have been paying attention to, or you really want to pay attention to and nip in the butt, and not just leave there in the back of your head, because it's always, if you just leave it there, it's always like you're kind of thinking about it in the back of your head, and it's kind of stressing you out. But this time I feel like you're trying to solve it. So if you're not physically traveling, physically going somewhere to solve something, it's like something is finally coming into full circle, or you're traveling like meaning you're moving in a different way, in a different space, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, so you can heal and move forward. So if you're not physically driving, flying, going somewhere, you're mentally or emotionally kind of doing things a little bit differently, or you're going in a different space so you can have a different perspective or see things in a different way, and you can actually move forward and not be stuck here in problems and stress, anxiety, you know, whatever the case is. So yeah, you could be traveling or someone coming to visit you, healing some kind of health issue, mental health, physical health, or healing a relationship as well, okay? And it could be, if it's not for you, like maybe your own healing, it could be for like a family member, someone you're taking care of, someone that you love, or you know, something that you heard, or a pet, possibly. Could be a pet, so human, pet, something that you love, something that you're taking care of, possibly, okay? But I feel like there's gonna be solutions. You're advancing forward, you're finding your peace, and whatever takes place or wherever you're moving or traveling to is gonna help bring you peace, and like closure in some way, shape, or form, okay? So finding peace, solutions, fixing health, or visiting someone, or fixing something with your own health, mental health, physical health, or healing a relationship that maybe you haven't seen, or you haven't, it's like maybe if you haven't spoken to a parent in a long time and now that parent's sick, but they live in a different place, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna set my differences aside, I'm gonna go visit my parent, right, family member, and you know, because I know they're sick and something could happen to them, and I don't want them to leave this earth without me apologizing or saying hi. Let me, you know, put my ego aside and just go visit them, make sure they're okay, and heal that wound, heal that relationship. So you're visiting someone who's sick physically, or you're also healing that wound, healing that relationship as well, okay? Just as an example. And it could be involving an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, possibly, but doesn't have to be. It could be any other sign. But whatever you do, or whatever conversation maybe, or whatever you're paying attention to, is gonna bring you peace, resolution, solutions, okay? All right, and then as your love message, you guys got support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Lean on your inner circle during this time. So whatever that means to you, your friends, your family, or like your heart, your soul, whatever you kind of rely on for support to keep you strong, keep your foundation set, lean on your inner circle during this time if you're kind of going through a little bit of a rough time. Then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you, Taurus, is you are my queen. You are my queen. Or if you're a male, you are my king. So however it fits, you are my queen or you are my king. So whoever this person is, I think they really love you or hold you to a high regard. They see you as like royalty, like you are my everything, like I value you, you are important to me, thank you for being here. And they appreciate you. So this person honors you, they appreciate you, that you are like their queen, you are their king. So this tells me that you are important in their life, okay? All right, then as your advice, you guys got conflict. You've been undecided about a situation or relationship for a while. Write out a pros and cons list and be true to the facts that you've noted. So Taurus, if there's been some conflict, like I said, it could have been some kind of relationship in your life, friend, family, whoever, and you've been kind of like, what do I do about this? Do I just kind of ignore it or move past, or do I try to fix it? Again, if you're undecided, you're not sure, write it out. Pros and cons, okay, what this person did, what they didn't do, am I being, like literally write out all the examples if you can, with notes, everything, and then trying to look at it and see, you know, is maybe in my head I thought it was one way, but really when I look at it, it's not that bad, or I can move past this. And you can look over the facts and see what's the best way to go about it, okay? And maybe physically seeing it will help you process it better. But I think a lot of you want peace. You just want peace. You want to move forward, have harmony. You don't want conflict. You don't want to have any blood on your hands or grudges or resentment. It really just doesn't feel good. It just adds weight to your body. It adds weight to your shoulders when we already have so much stress and stuff we have to go through in life already. So it's like, we don't want any added baggage to us moving forward. So hopefully you'll be able to resolve this conflict, whatever this could be in your life. And I think you will. I think you will. It may be difficult, but I think you will. And when you do, it's gonna feel like like this huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders and your whole body, okay? So I send you peace, healing, love, clarity, strength, truth, everything that you need to proceed in this journey in this next little while. And I hope you find this helpful, or hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. Maybe talk about it, share it. Someone else could relate to you, and we could all kind of help each other get through these times that could be a little chaotic, or just be going through a lot and seeing that we're not alone. Okay, so thank you so much, Taurus. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you for your next reading. All right, take care. So now let's move on to Geminis. Hi Geminis, the gems of my eyes. Hope you guys are doing lovely. So Geminis, as I say that, thunder. All right, so your first affirmation is I am talented. I am talented. You know who's scared of thunder? She's a scary cat, yep. I am talented. Please practice saying this out loud. I'm talented, I'm gifted, and even if I don't know my exact talents, I know I'm gonna discover it just by living life, by doing things, trying things. I will see what I'm good at and practice it, and the more I practice it, the more I do it, the better I will get at it. But always tell yourself, I'm talented. Everyone's good at something, okay? Don't think you're not good at it. Everyone's good at something. It's just about finding what that is for you. All right, your second affirmation is coming from card number 44. So 44, or the number 8, may be significant or mean something to you guys at this time. And it says, I am in control of my life and I am capable of creating the life I desire. I am in control of my life and I am capable of creating the life that I desire. So please practice saying this out loud as well, and like really speak that into existence at this time. Like, we have a lot more control than we think, but we lose ourselves when we give control to others, or to something other than ourselves, and we think that we can't take action, or it's like out of our hands, when it's not. Like, we are creating our life, we're capable of living our dreams, we can fix it. Even if we go through ups and downs, it's okay. You can always change your life. Tomorrow can be different than today at any point, okay? Your message from the universe is about journey. Be grateful for how far you've come. You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. You are on the right path. Beautiful. I love this message. I love this one when it comes out. Be grateful for how far you have come. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be. You are on the right path. All right? So always remember that, guys. I have to remind myself that all the time with my baby Gemini, Skylar, because he's changing rapidly all the time. Wild guy, crawling everywhere. You gotta like kind of save them or protect them from themselves. With boys, it's like, yeah, it's crazy, it's wild. He dictates my whole life, and it's a journey, but at least he's not a newborn, and it's just different hearts. Every stage is like a different heart, and you have to like push through it. But anyways, I'm not complaining. It's just parent life or new parent life. It's a different kind of chaos. Anyways, your animal spirit message is turtle, and the turtle is representing groundedness, determination, and persistence. Skylar is persistent. And the turtle is here to remind you, don't change who you are to fit in. You are perfect the way you are. Don't change who you are to fit in. You are perfect the way you are. Yes. Don't change who you are to fit in. You're perfect the way you are. Don't let society, the world, movies, social media make you think that you're weird or something has to change. Nope. Be you. Your crystal is flower agate. Flower agate, it's associated with all chakras. It encourages self-growth, has seeds and flowers that represent one blossoming and one reaching their full potential. It's great for entrepreneurs who are wanting to grow their business, and increases passion. And an affirmation associated with flower agate is, I'm capable of blossoming into my full potential. I am capable of blossoming into my full potential. Yes. So flower agate may be a great crystal for you guys to check out in this next little while, especially if you feel like you're that little flower, that you're that little seed that's needing to sprout, needing to blossom. And envision yourself being a flower and you're blossoming right now. Maybe you're still at the beginning stages, maybe you're about to blossom right now, but you will blossom at some point, okay? All right, my dear Geminis, so what's going on with you guys in the second half of March? All right, so I do see here some of you may have Leo in your chart or dealing with the Leo energy or person, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Maybe also Earth, dealing with Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. But I feel like at this time you're getting, having stronger feelings, or feeling more certain, or having stronger frustrations, or not stronger frustrations, but you're feeling stronger about a frustration that maybe regarding work, school, finances, or a relationship that you feel you've been putting more energy into than receiving. You're like, is this worth it? Like, I think I deserve more, or I feel like I've been putting so much energy work and I don't think I'm getting recognized, or I don't feel like this is fair. So you're kind of getting more strong in that opinion or that feeling, and you feel like you're so much better than this, or like you deserve so much better than whatever you're experiencing or going through. And maybe you've been putting up with so much, and you realize, you know what, I've been putting up with a lot of BS. I've been putting up with a lot of nonsense, more than anyone should, and this is not right. And you're starting to really like question and like sit back and be like, you know what, like, I think I've been getting the short end of the stick. Like, this shouldn't be happening, or why am I paying more than I need to for this? Or why am I, working blood, sweat, work, and tears for crumbs, and everyone else is not doing their part, and I'm over here trying to go above and beyond. Like, is this worth it? You know you're better than this, or like you have so much more capabilities, or you deserve better than whatever you've been receiving, whether it's like a relationship, your job, your work, life, whatever the case is. And I feel like you're gaining strength in yourself and more confidence to stand up for what you believe in, or to stand up for what you think is right, or what you deserve, because you probably do deserve more. Maybe you just been complacent, or you just didn't want to step on any toes or cause any drama or have any issues. But you're realizing that you have more capabilities, and maybe you've been suppressed, or you've just been dealing with things that just for the sake of peace, or not even realizing that you were doing more than you had to. So maybe there's something you were involved in, or something you were doing or participating in or buying or working towards, and you were putting a lot of energy into this and working really hard, but you realize, maybe, is this worth it? I don't know if this is worth it. I don't feel like and so you're starting to question and get a little bit frustrated with yourself, or frustrated with the situation, the relationship, how it's going down, and you're feeling strong, a little more strongly about this opinion, and maybe wanting to express it. And so I think you may want to like talk about it, or speak up about it very, very soon if you haven't already. Or there could also be maybe someone in your life who is speaking good things into you, or is trying to help you like wake up, and they're like, hey, Gemini, like, you don't deserve that. You are so much better than this, or you're smart, or like, you are doing so much. Like, can't you see that doesn't make sense? Or you deserve better, or you're doing way more than you need to do. Like, maybe there is someone in your life who's kind of like opening your eyes to that, and you're like, you know what, you're right, I didn't realize that. And it's starting to like, light a light bulb in your head, or maybe just emphasize or confirm something you've already been feeling, you've already been going through. And a lot of you have certain strengths or talents that maybe you've been suppressing. You're actually really good at something, or that thing that maybe you think is a weakness, or that you should suppress and not show, is actually your biggest strength, is actually your talent, your gift, but you've been hiding it, or maybe not fully expressing it because you thought it was not good, or you've been told, oh no, that's dumb, or that doesn't make sense, when really maybe you actually could have gone farther if you actually did put it out or express it, or stand tall and be like, nope, this is who I am, this is what I believe in, if that makes sense. Okay, so questioning, feeling frustrated, and maybe that's going to motivate you to take action and actually change something, because you're no longer feeling you're no longer feeling satisfied. You're like, no, I think something needs to change. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I thought it was, or I know that something has to change here. Okay, your love message is about trust. it is safe to trust in this situation. It is safe to trust in this situation. So maybe someone you're with romantically, or maybe you are looking for more trust in a relationship. So you either already have that, or you are going to find a person, a relationship that you really feel like you can trust and confide in. I feel like that's gold. That's like maybe not valued or honored as much as it should be, because trust is everything. If you don't trust someone, how can you really have a relationship with them? So that is something maybe you're really looking for, striving for, or hopefully you will find, or you already have right now. And you're just saying trust in the situation, trust in what you're feeling. What's crazy, what someone's thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you, again, trust in me. So trust is something that maybe is coming up for you guys. Trust in me. So whoever you're dealing with, maybe this is someone in your life right now, or maybe in the recent past, or this is someone who's going to be coming into your life, they are saying trust in me. So they're thinking, feeling this, and may actually say that to you. So if they do say that to you, 9 times out of 10, you probably can confide in them because they really mean it, or they're genuine about it. Like, hey, trust me, you got this, or I got you, we can get through this. So, and I really feel like they are coming from, a sincere place in their heart. So trust in me. Someone may actually like say that to you. Lastly, as your advice is about success. Success comes quicker when you practice daily discipline and self-control. Start with one manageable habit to help build your discipline, and don't give up. Okay, so maybe some of you are struggling with your finances, work, school, career, and your partner or someone you're with is telling you like, hey, don't worry, trust me, I got you, we can get through this. And that's where your frustrations are coming from. And I think here to confirm, your angels or guides, your universe, they just want you to know that you just gotta be consistent, practice, have discipline, and you will see quicker results that way. But just start with one thing at a time. Don't try to like juggle 10 things at once. Just start with one thing. Then as you get better at that, build good discipline with that, then you can add something else. But until that's solid, then add more. But don't try to juggle too much, because then you're gonna like, oh, I can't do it, and fail. But if you do one thing at a time, you'll get better at it, then add another, then add another. Okay, so you will be successful and you will succeed in anything that you do if you just put your heart and mind to it and practice discipline. Okay, so my dear Geminis, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading, and your weeklies, monthlies, mid-monthlies. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And sorry it got a little bit dark and gloomy. Hopefully you can still see me good, but weather's changing. I think whenever we're in like a mutable season, mutable signs, the weather's always like super unpredictable. Like one day sunny, one day rain. It is crazy. Anyways, so wish you guys all the best. Love you all so much, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, take care. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, now let's move on to my dear Cancers. Hi, Cancers. Not like it's the weather is like changing. It was like so sunny and hot yesterday. Now it's like gloomy and thunder. All of a sudden, she gets scared of thunder. She's like freaking out. It's okay, Nulls. It's okay. So Cancers, how are you? Hope you guys are doing good. Your first affirmation is I am wise. I am wise. Yes, please practice saying this out loud. If you can, morning you wake up, and at night before you go to bed. I am wise, I have wisdom, and even when I make mistakes, things don't go my way, I'm always extracting the wisdom, the knowledge from it. Everything's a learning experience. So I'm wise, I got this, I'm learning. All right, your second affirmation is coming from card number 3. So 3 could be an important number for you guys at this time. And it says, I release what no longer serves my happiness, health, and peace of mind. I release what no longer serves my happiness, health, and peace of mind. All right. So that's something you can especially practice saying around the full moon on the 25th. I release what no longer serves my happiness, peace, health, and peace of mind. All right. Your message from the universe is about taking it slow, taking it slow. You may be moving too fast, so stop for a moment and think things through. Don't make any rash decisions. Trust in divine timing and don't be desperate. Okay, so right now the universe is telling you, breathe, relax, move slow. You may be like going too fast, swimming in the water since we're in your fellow Pisces, season. So you're supposed to splash, a little crappy, but maybe you just gotta chill, float a little bit, slow down, let the waves take you where you need to go. Don't be in a rush to go anywhere and do anything too fast, too soon at this time, okay? All right. Then, as your animal spirit message, you guys got the moth, representing truth and illumination. And the moth is here to remind you that the truth will come out, everything will come to light. The truth will come out and everything will come to light. So if you're waiting for a sign or confirmation, this is your confirmation. If you've been kind of in the dark or confused about something, maybe this is the universe telling you it's okay. We're going to give you the answers. You will find it out, or you will know what you need to know very, very soon. Just be patient. It'll come to you. We will give you the clarity when it's the right time. All right. Nala, she's like sitting right next to me under the desk now. It's okay, Nala, it's just thunder. It's okay. It's okay. Oh man. Then your crystal is carnelian. And it's associated with the sacral chakra. It boosts libido with the vibration of love, sparks creativity, restores vitality and motivation, improves circulation, and purifies your blood. And an affirmation associated with carnelian is, as I embrace my joys and passion, this world becomes a reflection of my very best. That's beautiful. I love that. As I embrace my joys and passion, this world becomes a reflection of my very best. So carnelian might be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while, okay? All right, my dear Cancers, what's going on with you at this time, or the second half of March, or whenever you're watching this? Okay, Cancers, so I do see here maybe some of you could have Virgo somewhere in your chart, or maybe dealing with the Virgo or the Virgo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Also fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but stronger Virgo energy. So I'm seeing here that there could be some healing that takes place, self-healing that happens very, very fast. So if you were sick or dealing with something that was causing you some health issues, mental, physical, emotional, that may be getting fixed very, very soon. Or you may be getting healed very quickly than expected, or receiving a response back from your healthcare provider, your doctor, nurse, whatever the case is. Also, if you were needing to deal with some tedious tasks, cleaning, organizing, paperwork, taxes, organizing stuff in your life, schedules, systems, that all may be happening very, very fast, or you may be sorting through it very quickly. But I do see here that if you do it alone and you take time away from noise, chaos, distractions, and from people, you will get it done faster. So right now it's going to be important that you really put importance in your space, in your alone time, so you can get all these things done, because if you do, you will get it done faster and quicker, okay? And I do see there could be a lot of messages coming through, a lot of emails, phone calls, or a lot of maybe even like revelations, things that are just like, oh, it makes sense, and it's gonna happen very fast. So I see fast healing, fast organization, studying, going through paperwork. Health could be a big thing on your mind. Health, physical health, mental health, spirituality. I don't know if you saw that, like thunder, lightning a little bit. Doing tedious tasks, paperwork, a lot of internal answers that you're going to be finding right now if you spend enough time alone. Did you hear that? I feel like that's just confirming. It's okay, Nala, it's okay, don't worry. So alone time, please value your alone time at this time. I'm not saying like go hide away in the mountains forever and be alone, but just for a little bit at this time, so you can get your responsibilities done or focus on your health and healing. It will speed up the process, okay? And I feel like things are going to be happening very, very fast as long as you do that. But if you're not valuing your alone time or your health, getting all your tedious tasks and stuff done, then it may make the process a lot longer. But I feel like things are going to be moving very, very fast, and you will be healing, or health will be improving very dramatically and very fast at this time. And I think there's going to be a lot of messages or hearing back, phone calls, emails. So keep up to date with that. Check your stuff and or your inboxes, your emails, stuff like that. And I think also spiritually, you could be growing and evolving at a very fast pace, or things are going to be like making more sense to you, especially as you heal, as you get rid of tasks, responsibilities. You'll have more room, mental capacity, more room to think about things that you've been kind of like internalizing or keeping to yourself, or keeping kind of like in the back end. Okay. And if you're dealing with someone, this person may be coming out or maybe reaching out to you very soon. If they've been kind of busy or needed some alone time, you may hear from them very soon, and they may be very excited when they reach out to you. So you could also be receiving exciting, like fun or like good news as well. Okay, from someone who maybe you haven't seen or heard from in a while, possibly. Okay, then as your love message, you guys got soulmate. This person is your soulmate. So someone in your life, maybe your soulmate, or you could be finding and meeting your soulmate very, very soon. Then, and I think this usually tends to happen once you spend enough time alone to figure yourself out, to find yourself. That's when you usually will align with someone who's kind of matches you, matches your frequency, your vibration, once you've kind of gotten rid of all this other extra fluff and mask that sometimes society naturally kind of put on being involved in society. What someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is it will happen in divine time. It will happen in divine time. So whoever this person is, whether they're in your life right now or they're not, they're saying it will happen in divine time, and this is what they're thinking. So maybe this is your soulmate, either someone you've met or you haven't met yet, and they're like, I know it's going to happen in divine time. I'm going to meet them when it's meant to be, and they're putting that out there, and you will meet at the right time. And they'll, when you do talk or you connect, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing. I was just telling myself right before I met you, it's going to happen. I know it's going to be my soulmate. And you guys will be like, oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing. Or like, you will both see how you were both in the same frequency, vibration. That's what brought you together. Lastly, as your advice, is about harmony. You're doing everything you can to manifest the successful conclusions you seek. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're doing enough. Okay? You're doing everything you can to manifest the successful conclusions you seek. Stop being so hard on yourself. You are doing enough. Okay? So this is confirmation from the universe, God, your angels, whatever you believe in, that you're doing the best you can right now. Just keep going. Don't second guess yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, too critical on yourself, okay? And everything is going to work out the way it should be, okay? So harmony, peace, you will find the answers. Things are going to be okay. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading and your weeklies, monthlies, mid-monthlies. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thank you so much for your love and support. Sorry if there's like rain and thunder, or the lighting might be kind of funky, but I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take care. Okay, now let's move on to Leos. Hi, my dear Leos. Nala. It's okay, Nala. It's okay. She's scared of lightning and thunder. She gets super anxious. It's okay. Don't worry. It's all right. All right, my dear Leos. How are you? Hope you guys are doing good. So your first affirmation, guys, is I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Yes, please practice saying this out loud if you can. In the mornings you wake up, and at night before you go to bed. I am beautiful, not just physically, but I have a beautiful heart. I have a beautiful soul. That's the best part about me, and that's what I'm most proud of, my heart and my soul, because no one can take that away from me. No one can take that away, and that is something that I hold very dear to me. So I'm a beautiful person. I have a beautiful heart. I have a beautiful soul. Then your second affirmation is coming from card number 5. So 5 could be an important number for you guys or mean something to you at this time. And it says, I am financially abundant. Money flows to me with ease. I am financially abundant. Money flows to me with ease. Yes. Speak that into existence. Nice. Your message from the universe is about forgiveness. Forgiveness, which I know is not easy. I know. It's not always easy to forgive, but it is beneficial. Allow yourself to heal and release negative patterns. Forgiveness brings you peace. Forgiveness brings you peace. So maybe there is someone out there you have to forgive, or maybe it's yourself. Maybe you've been really hard on yourself and you need to forgive yourself for a mistake or something you did or you didn't do, and you feel ashamed, or you're like, oh, like why? And you've been hard on yourself. So forgive yourself Forgive others, forgive the situation. If you didn't know any better, you know, you can't be too hard on yourself, but all you can do is not make the same mistakes, move forward, having the right mindset, the right perspective, not holding any grudges, resentment, because holding that, it weighs down your spirit and it doesn't feel good, right? You want to feel light. You don't want to be trying to walk or climb a mountain with weight, you know, holding 20 pounds on your back or something, unless you're carrying a baby, but you guys know what I mean. Forgive, move past things, even when it's not hard. Forgive, not just for others, but for yourself. And forgiveness doesn't mean like, oh, you got to be best friends with someone or accept their BS, accept their nonsense or manipulation. No, it just means, okay, I forgive you, whatever, but I go my separate way, you go your separate way. I hold no grudges, I'm not mad at you, but doesn't mean I need to be associated with you. Doesn't mean we're like best buddies again, okay? Your animal spirit message is coming from the crab, symbolizing protection and mystery. And the crab is here to remind you to set boundaries and protect yourself from negative energies. Maybe there's a Cancer in your life. Maybe there's a Cancer you're mad at or you need to forgive possibly. So set boundaries and protect yourself from negative energies. Your crystal is crystal cola, and it's associated with the heart and your throat chakra. It helps one show their vulnerable feelings towards others, creates world and inner peace, helps you recover from violence from another partner, and lowers PMS symptoms. An affirmation associated with crystal cola is I am at peace within. I am at peace within. So crystal cola might be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while. That may help maybe with your peace. And whoa, it's so crazy. I'm telling you, like this whole week, it was kind of like very sunny and hot. And all of a sudden now, as soon as I start filming, dark clouds, rain. Well, it's not raining yet, but thunder, lightning. It's like, what? What? Anyways, maybe it just goes to show that like maybe a lot of us are going through things and we have to push through it, and or it's setting the vibe for us. Anyways, what's going on with you guys, my dear Leos, in the second half of March 2024? Okay, so if the weather wasn't as fitting, but I feel like there's a relationship, a connection that maybe didn't get a chance to fully evolve, didn't get a chance to fully grow, develop, progress the way you hoped, that you envisioned. Could have been with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you may have water in your chart, even if it's not a water sign, or you have water in your chart. There's a lot of water energy, so emotions, feelings that you share about a loss, that something that you feel like you lost, that you didn't get to fully experience, or you're really sad about this. You're sad about a connection. So it makes me feel like maybe something's going on with a relationship, or didn't get to fully you didn't get to fully see it through the way you hoped, or you guys are having trouble connecting, and maybe you just started, or you didn't even make it to like official boyfriend girlfriend, or like you just started talking and then all this, like something went wrong. Whatever the case is, it's like you didn't get a chance to fully see it through. There's a relationship, whether it's a friend, family member, your romantic partner, someone you're dating, whatever the case is, this relationship that it didn't get a chance to it had just started, it ended too soon. Maybe it ended too soon, or you didn't get a chance to really enjoy it for whatever reason. So you're sad, you feel like you missed out, you're sad about this, or you lost, and emotionally you're not able to connect with this person, or like maybe you guys had something really good, it was going really good, and you thought, oh, this is like, I see potential in this. I think there's a chance here. We have a chance at having something special, but something happened. Either you guys disconnected, you stopped talking, they moved, or something happened here, and now you're feeling really sad, you're really emotional because you can't see this person, or you can't connect with them, or it's not the same how it was. So there's some kind of loss here you're feeling emotional, you're feeling sad or sentimental, and you're like in your feelings, or you're crying, or you're not able to express how you feel for whatever reason, or you can't express it to this person. Either you can't see them, or you're having trouble connecting, or like ended too soon. It ended before it could even begin. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. It ended before it could even begin. So maybe that'll make sense or resonate with some of you in a certain way. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna have to get like this little light that I have because it's like super dark all of a sudden. And I want you to be able to see me, and I don't want to have to like start all over, obviously. And I usually don't need to use any fake lights, right? Because I like to use like natural lighting. But let's see. Is this gonna work? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. This might be better. Sorry, I may have to cut this out so you can. We'll just do this so you guys can see me, because all of a sudden it's like pitch dark. So we're having a little different moment here, guys, just rolling with it. Okay, Leos. So, yeah, it's like it ended before it could even begin, and you're really sad, you're emotional about this, and it's really hitting you. And I'm sure Pisces season, we can't help but feel things, so sorry for whatever this is. Hopefully you're able to resolve it or get through it, but it could be involving a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, then as your love message, you guys got wait. The timing is not quite right. The timing is not quite right. So there is something, you're gonna have to be patient or wait at this time, and it might not be fun, but I think in time things will start to make more sense. Then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling stuck. So whoever this person is, I don't know if you guys can see the lighting. Yeah, I saw it for a second. Anyways, I'm feeling stuck. Whoever this person is, whether they're in your life right now or they're not, they're feeling stuck. They're dealing with something, or they can't speak to you, or they're kind of struggling. And so you maybe have no choice. You know that you have to give them space, or till they're feeling right again. So this person's stuck, they're kind of going through something, and right now I guess you just have to be patient with them, possibly. Then as your advice, it's about strength. It takes courage to be responsible for everything your daily life involves. In trying times, apply compassion to resolve matters in a different way than you normally would. So strength at this time. The way you're gonna have to resolve something at this time is differently than how you would before, because it's a different situation or it's a different circumstance. I guess right now, for example, you take me having to take out some light that I have, which I never had to use before, because I'm in a situation where it all of a sudden got super dark and I have no choice, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see me and I don't have to start the video all over again. So you may have to tackle something a little bit different, and it's going to take a little bit of strength, it's going to take a little bit of energy than you're used to, but you can get through it. Just push through it. It may not be what you're used to, but you have what it takes. You will see it through and you will be okay. Okay? So Leos, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading in your weeklies, monthlies, mid-monthlies. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and thanks for riding through with me in this little moment. I had to readjust, but thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next time, and wishing you all the best. All right, take care. All right, now we're moving on to Virgos. Hi Virgos. Sorry, the lighting is like way off. It all of a sudden started to get super dark and gloomy, and now it's rain and thunder, and so I had to take out my little light here that I never had to use before. So we're just rolling with it because I don't want to have to start all over again. I don't got the time. So here we go. Little nighttime mode, even though it's the daytime. Anyways, I swear the mutable sign seasons, since we are in Pisces season, the weather is always so unpredictable. It's always like a crazy, weird, chaotic time. So just rolling with it. So Virgos, how are you? Hope you guys are doing good. So your first affirmation, guys, is I am successful. Sorry, and if you see lightning and stuff, setting the vibe, setting the mood. I am successful. Please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I am successful. I got this. Anything I touch turns into green. I will work through it, and I will attract success because I have that success in me. I can make it through. I can do whatever I set my mind and heart to. I am successful. All right, your second affirmation is coming from card number 18. So 18 or the number 9 could be significant or mean something to you at this time. And it says, I release my grip on the things I cannot control. I release my grip on the things I cannot control. So practice saying that one out loud as well. There's a lot of things we can't control, like the weather, right? For example. And so we just have to roll with it, adapt, take out your umbrellas, or you know, open windows, close windows. You just kind of have to adapt with things, and the more we can just adapt, we'll be less affected by things that don't go our way or don't happen perfectly the way maybe we planned or saw expected. Your message from the universe is about crossroads. You're torn between 2 or more choices. Now's a good time to meditate and connect with yourself. You can trust your intuition and remember that you are being guided. So if you're feeling at a crossroads right now, you may have to really tune in, have some quiet quiet silence or space for yourself so you can really figure out what's the right choice or what makes more sense for you. It just started raining now. All right, so wash away all the confusion, all the doubts, all the fears, insecurities, whatever you could be faced with at this time. But I think you're just needing to really trust yourself. And remember, Virgos, we are in Pisces season. It's your opposite sign. So you may feel naturally kind of more uncomfortable, out of place, and you're more like practical, right? You handle things, you're practical, logical, but right now you may have to really tune into your heart space, your emotions, your intuition, which may be kind of like, like not feel that great, but you're being asked at this time to use your heart more, your intuition, to make certain decisions, and you're going to feel guided if you feel kind of like confused or conflicted in some way, shape, or form. All right, and then as your animal spirit message, you guys got the bee, symbolizing organization and busyness. And the bee is here to remind you that now is the time to make a plan and get organized. Now is the time to make a plan and get organized. I swear, it's like the moment I have to film, the weather just wants to go crazy. It was not like this like the whole week. It was like more sunny and hot. Anyways, it's okay. Now's the time to make a plan and get organized, okay? Even if there's chaos, even if things aren't going right, you just gotta keep pushing and go through it. Your crystal for this time is citrine, and it's associated with the solar plexus chakra. It soothes fear and anxiety, aids in mental clarity, powerful for helping one manifest wealth and abundance, increases personal power and self-confidence, clears blockages in the solar plexus chakra as well. And an affirmation associated with citrine is, I'm confident in my own skin. I am confident in my own skin. So citrine could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while, okay? All right, my dear Virgos, what's going on with you guys in the second half of March 2024? All right, guys, so I feel like here there is an important conversation, an important message, announcement, presentation that maybe is going to bring about a new idea or a new question, a new way of thinking that's going to lead to some kind of new beginning. And I do feel like it could be involving maybe a earth sign, another earth sign like yourself, but maybe a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But this conversation may have to do with either work, school, career, finances, or an apology. Either someone is apologizing to you, or you may be apologizing to someone, and you're putting your differences aside, or you're maybe trying to work on a relationship possibly by speaking, but you're speaking, there's more truth, there's more clarity, there's more answers, less confusion here. And you're with the truth and being honest is also going to come this like action of moving forward, but taking it slow, taking baby steps forward in the right direction. So there's some kind of important message, important conversation, discussion that's going to lead to some kind of new beginning, or maybe like, okay, you're going to see things differently, or we're going to handle things in this new way, and we're going to be honest, moving forward, truthful, and we're going to forgive each other, we're going to move forward. So there could be someone who's apologizing to you, or you may be apologizing, or both vice versa, apologizing to each other. and you're putting aside like feelings and emotions. You're just kind of seeing things for what it is, the facts, the truth, honesty, and the way you think about it, or the way you see it may be changing, and you could be letting go of old perception. And so moving forward, you'll be able to know what's right from wrong, or make the right decision. So there's more clarity, truth, insight. It's going to lead to a new way of thinking, a new way of dealing with something or someone, a conversation. And I feel like you're going to take it baby steps, step by step, moving forward. Okay, so whoever this person is, if there is someone involved, it could be an earth sign, younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I do also see here that you may have a new way or a new idea to go about something that's involving your work, school, career, and finances. You're like, maybe I'm going to implement this new system, or I'm going to take out this so that I can invest money into this, or let me stop doing this so I can put my money here, or I can work on this project. So you may be thinking of a new way to do something that's going to help your work, school, business, studies, study sessions, stuff like that. But it's like a little action, a little thing that you're going to do that may make, accumulate interest or make a bigger difference. But it's going to be something small. It's not like a big, something major. It's like if you're putting money a little bit of money each month or each week into your savings or something. It's not something major, but over time, a long period of time, it will accumulate interest, or you'll see more long-term results than short-term. So this is something that's going to take a while. It's going to lead to long-term results, not immediate results, if that makes sense. Okay, then as your love message, you guys got children. Children are important to this partnership. Children are important to this partnership. So this makes me think that whatever you're doing could also be involving children. Like maybe you're saving money for like your future child or something, or a sibling or someone that you care about, or a stepchild or something like that. But children are important in this partnership. So maybe you and someone are talking about children, or when you're dating, you're asking if, do you want children? Do you not want children? Maybe that's something that's important for you, because you want to make sure that you agree, that you're aligned, and you're not with someone who doesn't have an opposing view, or someone you're with has children, or you have children, or something with children could be an important thing at this time. Okay. Then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, my soul yearns for you. My soul yearns for you. So whoever this person is, they are very connected to you, or like they crave you, they desire you. Their soul feels like they can't really like be or exist, live without you. So if they're not in your life right now, this is probably going to be the next person you connect with or meet. Their soul yearns for you. I like it. Then lastly is your advice. It's about dream. Signs are being given to you through your dreams. Keep a dream journal to write what you remember when you wake up. Reflect on your dreams often, as the message will unfold when the time is right. So right now, pay attention to your dreams, especially during Pisces season. You may be receiving or having a lot of crazy dreams, and maybe you forget right away, or you remember, but then you kind of like let it go and you don't write it down. So at this time, if you can, or you remember, write it down as soon as you wake up. Keep note of it, the time, date, what happened, anything you can recall, because it may give you some answers, or it may make more sense later on when you look back at it, or something could happen. You're like, oh wait, I remember dreaming something, like, oh my God, it was telling me this, or you'll add 2 and 2 together. Okay. All right. And it can even, not even just like your dreams that you're dreaming about or you're sleeping, but also your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, the things you wish to manifest and bring into reality. Like, write those things down, because you writing it and saying it, you're speaking it into existence. Okay. All right, my dear Virgos, I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. Thanks for working through me with technical difficulties or just lighting and stuff. We're just working through it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully I'll see you for your next reading. All right, take care. Okay, let me get a little sip here. Wow, what a chaotic day. Actually, this whole month really has been like pure chaos, and I just have to like ride the wave. All right, now let's move on to Libras. Hi Libras, how are you? Hope you guys are doing lovely. Okay, my dear Libras, like I told the other signs, all of a sudden now when I started filming or halfway through, it got super dark, gloomy, rain, thunder, lightning, so I had to bust out this light, so that's why it may look different than how the video started, but bear with me, okay? Alright, so as your first affirmation, my Libras, you guys got, I am light energy. I am light energy, yes. Please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I am light energy. Even if I'm in the dark or I'm around people who are dark, nasty, low vibrations, I will be that light. I will guide, and I will guide myself and I will guide others. I am light energy. And I saw this message or this quote on my little tea bag. On my yogi tea, I forget what did it say. It said something like, just like the lamp, or like it's the bulb, the light in the bulb that guides the way, that guides your path, not the lamp, not the actual lamp. So just, it's something to keep. I don't know if it was exactly those words. I'm probably messing it up, but you get the gist. Like, you may sometimes think you're your body, but no, it's like that light in your soul. It's like your soul that's really guiding you. It's your heart, your soul that's guiding you. You're the light. Your body is just the vessel that you're given to like move in this life, in this journey. But really the light is inside of you. So don't ever feel like your body, your physical or whatever is what's guiding. It's what's inside that is helping you move forward. So I am light energy. Practice saying that. All right, your second affirmation is coming from card number 48. So 48 or the number 12 and or 3 could be significant or mean something to you. And it says, I'm divinely protected and guided by God and universe, the universe and my spirit guardians. I am divinely protected and guided by God, the universe, and my spirit guardians. So please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed, especially if you kind of feel like vulnerable, weak, or you feel like open, you know, to predators and like you're kind of scared or going through some things. Just say, I'm divinely protected, I'm protected, whatever you believe in, and just speak it into existence, okay? All right, your message from the universe is about thankfulness, giving thanks, giving grace. What are you thankful for? You may not have everything that you want, but there are always things to be grateful for. Show appreciation for all the things in your life, whether they are good or bad. Practice gratitude, practice thankfulness, Libras. And trust me, I know it's easier said than done. Like every day I feel like I'm thrown into chaos as a new mom and my baby boy changing all the time and fighting naps and having, you know, this thing come up or another thing come up. Waking up really early, like every day is like chaos kind of, and it can be really hard because everything's so new to me, and sometimes it's like I feel overwhelmed because you feel like you're like, you don't know what's going on, or like you have to constantly adjust. So it can be really easy for us to get lost in the noise and the chaos and then forget like all the good things that you have in your life, or how things used to be and how they're not like it anymore. And every day you're facing new challenges. They're not the same challenges, they're new challenges, but it's like you're growing, you're maturing. And so life is always going to be like, life is not constant. Well, or what's constant is change. It's always going up, down. Sometimes the problems are a lot of problems, sometimes there's just little problems. It just depends. But through it all, we just have to remain thankful, grateful, and know that, you know, bad times don't last. No, good times don't last, but also bad times don't last. And we just have to push through and know that like whatever you're going through or feeling, it's not always going to be that way. Like it's going to change, it's going to change. It's not going to be like this forever. And it's something I constantly have to practice as well. So trust me, I know it's easier said than done. I'm struggling every day. Okay, so as your animal spirit message, you guys got the mouse, and it's symbolizing adaptability and endurance. Speaking of mouse, we've been seeing a muskrat around the pond here lately, and we saw it like super up close yesterday while taking a family walk. And I'd never seen a muskrat before. It's basically like a rat, but it's like bigger, and it lives by like water, boundaries of water, but it's always like by the pond here, or these ponds and the creek. And it was crazy because I read about it, because whenever I see an animal, or we see an animal, we always like look into it and search, because I always try to you know, I feel like there's always like a meaning or a spiritual meaning behind it, and it's a nocturnal animal usually, so I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, interesting that we're seeing it during the day when really you usually don't see it during the day, and we saw it like already 3-4 times in a row. So it's crazy. It gives us our own little personal messages, but just wanted to share that with you guys. So, and the mouse is here to remind you, you don't know how strong you are. You are more powerful than you think. You don't know how strong you are. You are more powerful than you think. Whew, I think a lot of you probably needed to hear that. You don't know how strong you are. You are more powerful than you think. At this time, you just may need to adapt. You need to endure. You need to keep going even when things are really tough and challenging. You're stronger than you think, and you're more powerful than you think. You gotta keep going. And a lot of times, I know it sucks to hear this, but you don't know how strong you are until you have no choice but to be strong. Whew, and trust me, I know it's hard. Your crystal is garnet, and it's associated with your heart chakra. It relieves depression, chaos, and emotional trauma, aids magical and spiritual devotion, encourages courage, creativity, abundance, change, and awareness, helps enhance sexuality, devotion, understanding, trust, and honesty, and can bring emotional balance. An affirmation associated with garnet is, I love and create with trust and honesty. I love and create with trust and honesty. So garnet maybe could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while, okay? All right, my dear Libras, so what is going on with you guys in the second half of March? So some of you could be dealing with or maybe have water in your chart, like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, also Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or just the energies overall. So I do see here that there could be a new beginning, a new chapter with a relationship, a person in your life. Maybe someone is sending something really nice to you, sending you a nice sweet message, a compliment, checking in on you, support, showing. I think you could be receiving some kind of love and support from the universe through another person, and their message to you. This could be a younger person, you know, so a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, friend, family member, nephew, niece, child, anyone. But I feel like here someone is being genuine with you, and they're sending you some kind of heartwarming message or saying something nice to you, and maybe this will motivate you or help you see that you have a new beginning coming up, you have a new chance or a new start. Maybe there is a relationship being healed. Maybe you're starting a new life, a new chapter in some way, shape, or form. This is like, I think it's like words of encouragement. You could be receiving like words of encouragement that will help push you through and motivate you in this new beginning, new chapter, whether it's like new job, you move to a new place, you have a new relationship, you are kind of on something new, something tangibly new is beginning in your life, and maybe you're receiving just like words of encouragement or support through someone who maybe is proud of you or is complimenting you or telling you you're doing a good job and wants the best for you. So it could be, you know, even just like a stranger. It may not even be someone you like know that well. Maybe it's like a stranger, someone you meet, or that's a supporter, a fan, or whatever the case is. And they're saying something really nice to you that's going to help you see this opportunity for a new beginning. And it's so crazy I'm saying that, guys, because if you just rewind a little bit, the weather, it was so dark, gloomy, rain, thunder, lightning, like pitch dark. I had to take out this light right now so that you guys could see me, and I wouldn't have to start this video all over because you guys know I don't have time. And now it's like the clouds are starting to move. Literally, like you can see it. The clouds are starting to move. It's starting to clear up. The rain stopped. It may start again later, but it's crazy. Now I'm starting to see the light. And so I really feel like this is symbolic of whatever you're going through right now. If you've been kind of in the dark or something has been weighing on you, has been really hard for you to go through emotionally, mentally, physically, I think the clouds, it's like the silver, you're gonna see the silver lining in the clouds. It's gonna start to clear up, and you're being watched, or you're being like watched and protected at this time. I kind of feel like there's an angel or several angels, maybe people who have passed on, or God, the universe, whatever you believe in, that are helping you through this time, holding your hand. So specifically now I'm getting that like through someone someone may, like if you had a passed on family member, someone who cares about you, they're going to send you a message through like a stranger, through a person who says something to you that reminds you of them. And that moment is going to like hit you. You're like, wow, like that person was sending me a message and I just got goosebumps right now. Like it's like them reminding you, like, I'm here, I have your hand, don't worry, like you got this. And because that stranger, that person may say something to you that only that person knew, only you and them knew, and you're like, what? Like, I can't believe that's happening. Or at a certain time, you know, a time of day or like a number that only makes sense to you and that person. You're like, whoa, that was crazy. Or like, I can't believe that person said that, or like that happened. So I feel like there's some words of encouragement, heartwarming, lovely, genuine, nice feeling, a message may come to you that's gonna like reach your heart and help hold your hand through this like new beginning, that may be kind of like bittersweet for you. I feel like there's like a bittersweet situation going on. Like you have this new beginning, but also something sad that's happened or something that you're kind of going through. But this little like support may kind of help you see that, like, oh, things are gonna get better. You are gonna be happy, or you're gonna find your happiness, and things are gonna change. Your life is gonna change, and you have so much to look forward to, and you have an opportunity here. You just gotta keep pushing forward no matter what. So endurance, keep moving forward, words of encouragement. The clouds are gonna be opening up and clearing up for you, okay? I literally got like goosebumps. It felt very spiritual. It felt like there's like a definitely very strong divine energy, like angels, guides, like whatever you believe in, that are like helping you at this time, okay? And hopefully you felt that. Like I felt it. I was like, ooh, but it was very, it's like very beautiful, okay? Your love message is different pages. You and this person might not share the same vision. You and this person don't share the same vision. So there could be someone in your life right now who you're having some difficulty with connecting, or you guys don't agree with certain things, certain methods, strategies, or views, philosophical ways of thinking, values. There could be some things you guys are butting heads on, or not agreeing with, or have different visions. Then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I feel heartache. I feel heartache. So whoever this person is, whether they're in your life right now, you're talking or not talking, they're going through some pain, they're going through some heartache, and they're sad, or they're going through something that's taking up a lot of emotions, feelings, all that stuff right now. So that could be also the reason why you guys are having some differences, because they deal with it in a different way than maybe you would, okay? But doesn't mean you guys can't work it out. Maybe they just need some time and they deal with hurt, pain, how everyone heals differently, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, lastly, as your advice, you guys got smile. Smiling brightens your light. Even a little smile to a stranger can leave behind a long trail of good vibes and happy feels. Sometimes it's just what was needed in the moment. Smile at yourself first, then smile at some strangers. Beautiful. And there's a lighthouse here, and I love lighthouses. It's actually something that's on my bucket list that I've always wanted to do, or like I want to visit. I want to see a lighthouse in person before I die. Something that I think would be super cool. Lighthouse, so smile more. Even right now, you may be going through things or feeling not in the mood to smile at all, but I encourage you, even when you don't want to, try to smile at yourself. When you're getting ready, say, good morning me, I love me, it's gonna be a great day, I'm gonna get through it. If you go somewhere to the store, Starbucks, work, whatever, smile at someone, say, hi, how are you doing? Just smile, okay? You just don't know how far that can go, but also it helps you, it helps your own soul, your own spirit to just like, it's gonna be great, smile, okay? All right, and a lot of you probably have a beautiful smile and you don't realize how contagious it can be when you do smile, okay? All right, so Libras, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. I think it's so crazy that, yeah, the transition there of like the weather and everything. You guys have the full moon eclipse happening very soon, or on the 25th. So your reading, I guess, right now was like, whoa, like very representative of like everything that's going on or that's going to be taking place. So crazy. All right, Libras, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hang hang on tight. There's a lot of changes happening. There could be things leaving, coming in, leaving your life at this time, but push through, you will be okay. All right. Whew. All right, so let me know in the comments what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please let me know, because maybe there could be other people who could relate, and especially my Libras, with that full moon lunar eclipse happening in your sign, you might definitely be like have concrete examples of stuff going on and can help other people see what's going on. Okay, so let me know in the comments. I'm sending you all lots of love, peace, healing, clarity, strength, everything that you need, and I'll see you for your next reading. Okay, all right, so now let's move on to Scorpios. It's okay, Nala, it's okay. All right, hi Scorpios, how are you? Hope you guys are doing lovely. Nala, it's okay, it's all right. All right, Scorpios, hope you guys are doing good. Your first affirmation is, I am someone who makes a difference. I am someone who makes a difference. Please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I am someone who makes a difference. I bring goodness into this world. I bring changes. I impact people for the better. I leave people better than how I leave people better than how they were when I met them. Practice saying that. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 16. So 16, or the number 7, could be significant for you or mean something to you. And it says, all that I need flows to me with ease. All that I need flows to me with ease. Practice saying that as well, especially maybe because a lot of things don't always flow to us easily, right? It takes a lot of effort. There's a lot of trials and tribulations, but practice saying that all that I need, all that's for me, will flow to me with ease. Your message from the universe is about soon and timing, so things happening soon. You will receive your answer very soon. Listen to your intuition and notice the synchronicities around you. So be extra aware, pay attention. Things are going to be moving, changing, and happening sooner than you think, okay? All right, so you may get the call right now, like beep, beep, brrr, or something, or get the notification, I mean. So your animal spirit message is coming from the octopus. It's funny because my husband just took out his wakeboard that he wakeboards on in the summer usually, and it has like a octopus on it. Just made me think of that. So octopus representing flexibility and resilience, and the octopus is here to remind you to adapt to things that are unexpected. Nothing is a coincidence. Adapt to things that are unexpected. Nothing is a coincidence. I can give you an example right now. I don't know if you watched the video earlier, but it was crazy. Like, it got super dark, lightning, thunder, rain, and then all of a sudden at the end of the Libra reading, it started to clear up and light again. And I had to bring out this like fake light I had just so that it wouldn't be so dark. But sometimes you just gotta adapt and roll with things, because like, whew. I also feel like during mutable sign seasons like Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius seasons, the weather sometimes can be like very unpredictable, like, and I think that's very symbolic of our lives as well. It's very, like, this month as a Pisces, it's been kind of chaotic, like very up and down and all over the place, but, and nonetheless, I digress. But the octopus says, adapt to things that are unexpected. Nothing is a coincidence. So I know we're creatures of habit. We just want things to be structured and ordered in a certain way, but at this time we just have to go with the flow, adapt, swim with the currents. There's no point in fighting the currents, going against the current. It's just gonna, like, you're just gonna be putting more effort than you need to. So let's swim through it, float, vibe, go with the flow, I guess, right now, as much as we can. All right, then as your crystal, you guys got green opal, and it's associated with the heart chakra. It aids in awareness, problem solving, hypnosis, and divination, and helps the immune system, aids in grounding, centering, relaxing, meditating, and can be good for encouraging and remembering your dreams. You could also be dreaming a lot during this time. I feel like Pisces season, it tends to really connect us to, you know, the spiritual realm, so you might be having a lot more lucid dreams than usual, possibly. And an affirmation associated with green opal is, I allow my emotional healing to unfold. I allow my emotional healing to unfold. So green opal could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while. All right, my dear Scorpio, so what's going on with you guys in this next second half of March? Okay, so Scorpios, for you guys, actually, you have a new beginning. It seems like it's like something has, or not exactly new beginning, but you've completed something. You're feeling like so emotionally fulfilled, or like maybe there's you're gonna be spending a lot of time with family, people that you love, people you connect with, maybe a romantic partner. But it feels like you're taking a chance on something. You're taking a chance or taking a leap of faith. You're stepping into a new phase, a new chapter, a new position in your life. And you're like, you have courage, you have faith in this, you have faith in what you have right now. So a lot of you, maybe you are healing, or you have a great family environment, or your relationship, maybe you're getting into a relationship, getting into a serious relationship, and you just have so much faith that this is the right thing, the right decision, the right person. And it's like, it's completing. It's like something has completed, but it's also like new. So, so much love is surrounding you. I feel like here that whoever is around you, or a relationship, or you're healing a relationship, you are feeling like a new person, or it's helping you like feel like you have a new chance at a new life, a new beginning that is more suited for you, or that allows you to be who you want to be, allows you to be who you've always known you could be. And there's a lot of love here. So I would keep my eyes and ears peeled, because you could be meeting someone who you may fall head over heels for if you haven't already, or someone who you decide, like, you just know, when you just know, like, I'm marrying this person, or I'm gonna have kids with this person, or we're gonna be together forever. And it just clicks. You just feel it so intensely in your heart, your soul, and nothing or no one can persuade you otherwise or make you think otherwise. If you're dealing with someone, it could be a water sign like yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini possibly. But it's like you're falling in love, or you're a fool for love, but it just feels so good. It feels so right. If you feel complete, or you feel like something's finally like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I envisioned it. Or how I always felt like it could potentially become. So either you're really happy with your family, maybe, or you're finding a relationship, you're getting into a serious relationship, or your relationship has healed and now you're at a much better place, you're happier with each other, you're feeling loved and supported, you feel like this gives you a chance for a new life, a new beginning. And it's also like making you feel renewed, or like you can take a chance, or you can, you have so much more faith now, or maybe like this love, this relationship, or this whatever love you're feeling or experiencing is restoring your faith in love, is restoring your faith in humanity, in the world. I feel that's what it is mainly here. It's like your faith in love, or in healing and love, is being restored in some way, shape, or form, through a relationship, through a person, your family, but some kind of relationship. And maybe it hasn't happened yet. Maybe you're gonna meet this person, or you're gonna connect, or you're working through it right now, but there's a relationship or love here that's gonna make you feel renewed, and make you feel like you have faith again, and you can start a new life, or you can have a new beginning, and make you feel free. It's like you feel free by like something that you have, and it's completing you, and you feel so loved and supported. So there's a lot of love and support surrounding you, Scorpios, actually. And it could also be something that you're attracting, and it's going to be coming into your life if you don't have it yet. And even if it's not like romantic or a relationship, maybe it's like family, friends, or certain healing that you've done within yourself. Okay. What else here? Yeah, love or connection, some kind of beautiful love or connection is like completing you. You feel complete and you feel renewed at the same time, and restoring your faith to love or believe in love. I love it. Your love message is interference. An external party may be meddling in this relationship. An external party may be meddling in this relationship. So it doesn't have to be like a person, but there could be something, an external factor that could be interfering or getting in between the relationship. So maybe it's something that you're having to work through or get through together. Or something that you have to, it has been kind of like an issue, but you're working through it, or getting past it in some way, shape, or form. And then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I'm healing and it is painful. I'm healing and it is painful. So whoever this person is, whether they're in your life right now, or you're dealing with them, or you haven't met them, or they're not in your life, they're going through some healing process right now, and it's painful, it's not comfortable, but this is gonna be beneficial for them, or is helping them. Okay, so maybe that's what's gonna be healing, and after that point, you guys are able to have a better relationship once you get through this interference, which could be their healing process and what they're going through, and you'll be able to start again. So maybe you guys meeting or coming together is going to give both of you guys a chance to start a new life, to have a new beginning together. And that's going to bring a lot of healing and joy, love, fulfillment, and restore your faith and love and connection, stuff like that, possibly. Then as your advice, you guys got legacy. No one should leave behind anything less than a legacy to be proud of. Network, get known, speak proudly of what you do and who you are. So many of you maybe are going to leave a great legacy behind, or you're working on that right now, or just something you started thinking about, like, I want to leave a legacy, or I want my family, my future children and grandchildren to be proud of me. I want them to know I was a great person, or, you know, leave behind knowledge, wisdom, love, good examples that people can replicate, or at least aspire to, or feel inspired by your story. You know, your story could be a legacy as well. I don't mean legacy like, although it can be, but it doesn't have to be like, oh, you left behind $1 million and all this stuff that's like worth a lot of money. No, but you can also leave behind a great story, your character, who you were, wisdom, knowledge, things that you accumulated, things that you learned, and pass that on to others so that they can go through life and maybe not face the same issues or the same challenges that you did, but other things that will help guide them through. So, legacy. All right, so Scorpios, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts, especially as a fellow water sign. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How has Pisces season been treating you? How have you been feeling? What have you been going through? I'm interested to know. Okay, so let me know in the comments what's going on with you guys. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and I wish you guys all the best. All right, take care. Whew, okay, so now let's move on to Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. So Sagittarius, your first affirmation is, I am calm. I am calm. Yes, please practice saying this out loud. And it's crazy that I actually feel like now finally the weather calmed down, kind of at the end of Scorpio, or like right now. It's like literally symbolic of what your affirmation. I am calm. I am calm. Because maybe lately it's been hard for you to be calm. Maybe you've been feeling anxious, stressed, angry, or confused, or, you know, everything opposite of calm. And so I want you to practice saying this and speak it into existence. I'm calm, even through chaos, even through madness, even through ups and downs, I remain calm. Because it can be difficult. It can be hard to remain calm during like crazy times and chaotic environments, but it's important that we practice this. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 30. So 30, or the number 3, could be significant or mean something to you. And it says, I don't empower my fears, I overcome them. I don't empower my fears, I overcome them. So please practice saying this out loud if you can, the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I don't empower my fears, I overcome them. Powerful. I like that. And it's okay, we all have fears. It's really just about not giving it attention, not giving it our power, not giving so much of our daily, mental capacity to thinking about this or fearing, so we can overcome it. Your message from the universe is about communication. Now is the time to speak up. Don't be afraid to say how you feel. Be true to yourself and believe in the power of your words. Now is the time to speak up. Don't be afraid to say how you feel. Be true to yourself and believe in the power of your words. So if some of you have been like biting your tongue, or been keeping to yourself, or resisting the urge to say something, maybe now is the time to speak up and communicate, right? Because you can't really resolve it's hard to resolve things if you don't talk, if you don't communicate. And maybe for the sake of peace, you've been kind of like keeping it to yourself or not saying it, but maybe this is your sign, your confirmation. Say it, speak out loud, say what's on your heart, what your mind, and communicate. Your animal spirit message is coming from the worm, symbolizing nourishment and healing. And the worm is here to remind you that now is a good time to ground yourself and take care of your mind, body, and soul. Now is a good time to ground yourself and take care of your mind, body, and soul. So go outside, go for a walk, touch the grass, touch the tree, the water. Grounding yourself can be very simple. Just whatever you have access to, spend a little bit of time in nature, reconnect, reset, refresh yourself, and take care of your mind, body, and soul. And I promise you, a lot of times when you are feeling stressed or anxious or worried, if you just spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes in nature, it really can do so much healing. It just helps you. You're just like, okay, and then you can kind of reset. So go out into nature if you can. Then your crystal is sardonyx, and it's associated with the sacral chakra. It helps lasting happiness and clear communication, can aid in eliminating hesitations, is a protective stone, aids in socializing, marriage, and other relationships, promotes courage, luck, and protection. And an affirmation associated with sardonyx is, I attract happiness, security, and loving relationships. I attract happiness, security, and loving relationships. So sardonyx could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in the next little while, okay? All right, so my Sagittarians, what is going on with you guys in this second half of March? All right, so some of you could have Taurus somewhere in your chart, also other fire like Aries, Leo, or maybe dealing with one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or maybe just like the energies overall. So what's going on here? I feel like you are kind of like very much so in protection mode and holding on tight to your values and what's important to you, and but maybe also being a little bit more stubborn about it, but it's probably a good thing, because I feel like here you're receiving more insight or like passion or motivation, creativity in how you can keep what's important in your life, how you can keep what's valuable. And you're trying to become more passionate or receiving passion and motivation to secure things in your life. You're like, how do I keep this secure? What's the most logical, practical way to make sure this is done right, or I don't lose my place, or I keep what's important without losing it or making a mistake. You're holding on tight to the things that you've received, that you created, that you worked on, and that came out of your own effort and you worked hard for. So maybe you're being more frugal, you're being better about your finances, your spending possibly, and it's not even that like you're trying to be like, not enjoy life, right? But maybe you're like, you know what, maybe I should save a little bit more money, maybe I should cut down my debts, maybe I should be a little bit smarter and try to save for my future, my retirement, or whatever the case is. And so you're becoming maybe a little bit more passionate or learning, being more invested about your future, your finances, your values, how you can keep what you make, or learn more about taxes, or how you can save money. Maybe you're like, you know what, maybe I need to just stay home more, because when I go outside, I spend money and sometimes I spend it unnecessarily. Or how can I prepare and feel more secure or safe for my future? And so I feel like here you're receiving more, or you're becoming more passionate, more motivated to secure yourself in a real, practical, logical way, and hold on tight to what matters and what's most important. And so you're reevaluating maybe things that you in the past would have been like kind of careless about, or like not cared too much or not thought about too much about. And you're like, you know what, actually I should be a little more careful with that. Or like, you know what, I probably should be I shouldn't just like spend so loosely like that. Maybe I should be a little smarter with that. So you could be just becoming a little more frugal, better with your finances, work, school, career, doing things, maybe trying to work smarter, not harder, but also paying attention to your passions, your motivations, and how you can maybe give more time to that, and so it doesn't take away from your creativity and the things that you have fun and enjoy. I also see here, if you're dealing with someone, that this person maybe could be someone who is very passionate and fiery, very attractive, but also someone who's stable, secure, and takes finances very seriously, or like work, school, career, and maybe they're inspiring you, or they kind of rub off on you and you're like, you know what, yeah, you're right, I should probably be like that. And so maybe they're kind of influencing you to think in this way as well. Okay? Or they could be a little bit stubborn and hard-headed, and you're just like, oh, okay, fine, I won't do that. Or like, they're like, are you really gonna spend that or do that? And you're like, oh, fine, okay. Because you know they're kind of right, but maybe it's like a good influence, okay? All right, and then as your love message, you guys got addiction. And addiction may be affecting this relationship. And addiction may be affecting this relationship. So, you know, whether you guys are like addicted to each other, which wouldn't be a bad addiction, or, you know, it doesn't have to be substance abuse like drugs, alcohol, but it can be anything. Maybe shopping addiction, or addiction to the internet, or I don't know, anything. So there could be some kind of addiction that may be interfering or maybe affecting the relationship in some way, shape, or form. Then what someone's thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, my karmic situation is ending. My karmic situation is ending. So whatever this means, maybe this person's going through their own kind of learning experience right now, and they're getting out of something, maybe an addiction that they're trying to overcome. And it's been hard, it's been an uphill battle, but that's soon coming to an end, and they're gonna make it through it, or be able to come out of it like, I did it. Okay, so a karmic situation is ending for them. This can be a relationship, an addiction, anything, that a cycle that they're trying to get out of. But it's not easy, it's harder, it's easier said than done. But this is probably good news, okay? Lastly is your advice, you guys got change. Change. Tie up loose ends now. Make time to complete those tasks that you've been putting off. By doing so, you will complete the current cycle, moving smoothly into the next. So change is coming. Tie up loose ends. Cycles are ending, beginning, and anything that you've been kind of putting off, make sure you get that done now so you don't have to worry about it later. Okay? All right. So Sagittarius, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading, and your weeklies, monthlies, and monthlies. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you for your next one. All right, take care. All right, so now let's move on to Capricorn. All right, hi Capricorn, how are you? Hope you guys are doing good. All right, so Capricorn, your first affirmation is, I am powerful. I am powerful. Yes, please practice saying this out loud if you can in the morning to wake up, and at night before I go to bed. I am powerful. I am more powerful than I think, than I believe, and I can do anything I put my heart and soul into. I am powerful. Nothing has power over me. Your second affirmation is coming from card number 29. So 29, or the number 11, or 2 could mean something to you. Maybe your life path 11 or 2. And it says, I value myself in the highest regard, and it shows. I value myself in the highest regard, and it shows. Yes, I value myself in the highest regard, and it shows. Practice saying that, okay? And, sorry, I have a little hair tickling me. Your message from the universe is about power. Don't allow a certain situation or person to take control of you. Stand up for yourself and take back your power. You are stronger than you think. Whoa, so that's like literally emphasizing the power is something that's very important for you guys. It's being put out there in the universe since it's being repeated twice. So don't allow a certain situation or person to take control over you. Stand up for yourself, take back your power. You are stronger than you think. So maybe you're in a situation where a person, place, or thing you feel like is like taking your power or dictating everything that you do, say, and all that stuff. And it doesn't have to be that way, and you're stronger than you think. Don't view yourself as weak or less than, because that's not true, okay? Your animal spirit message is coming from the caterpillar, symbolizing persistence and patience. And the caterpillar is here to remind you to take one step at a time. Everything happens in phases and stages. Take one step at a time. Everything happens in phases and stages. So soon, eventually, you will become a butterfly. Spring is on the way. Spring is here almost. You may be a caterpillar right now, but soon you will spread your wings and be a beautiful butterfly flying in the air. So take it one day at a time. Just remain persistent. Don't lose your patience. All right, and then as your crystal, you guys got black tourmaline, and it's associated with the root chakra. It's a very grounding stone. It protects you from EMFs, removes negative energy from the body and your home, and encourages cooperation and optimism. An affirmation associated with black tourmaline is, I am protected on all levels. I am protected on all levels. So black tourmaline could be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while. All right, my dear Capricorns, what's going on with you guys in this second half of March? Okay, so I do feel here like I'm seeing that you could be receiving some kind of like disappointing news or message via email, text, phone call, something you read, or something that's sent to you, possibly either about work, school, career, family, title, status, title, status, something of that nature, maybe something with a family member or paperwork, something involving your status or something like that. It may just be kind of like a bummer or news that doesn't exactly make you the happiest, okay? I don't see that it's anything that's gonna be like, oh, like life or death or like really bad, but it just could be maybe like a minor little thing that's kind of like annoying or just a bummer, like a disappointment. You're like, oh man, okay, all right, like that didn't work out, okay, we'll do something else. So like something may not exactly go your way, or maybe didn't work out exactly the way you thought, and so you may have to reword something, rethink about something. So it's some kind of communication, or maybe you had a disagreement with someone, or you didn't agree, or something with like maybe a family business, or a spouse, or money, something that you thought was complete or finished, maybe just didn't end exactly the way you hoped or you expected. So there could be some changes to something that you've always done, has always been the same way, but this time it didn't go that way, or something changed, something, even though it's always been done that way, now it's gonna have to be shifted or modified. So I can actually give you like a simplified example, like insurance. Maybe you've always gone to the same dentist for 10 plus years, but now all of a sudden this year they're no longer taking that insurance that you use, and so you now either have to stay with them and pay out of pocket, or find another dentist that will accept your insurance, or because they're not accepting, now your insurance is out of network for them. Okay, for example, just like a basic example. So like something, and it's not something that's like end of the day, but it's still kind of like, oh, okay, like an inconvenience. It could just feel like an inconvenience, or some one thing that you don't want to think about, but now you have to think about and reassess. So yeah, it could be some paperwork stuff going on with a business, work, a system change, or this communication you receive is not exactly what you wanted to hear. It's not the end of the world, but it's also kind of like annoying and inconvenience, and doesn't exactly make you the happiest, okay? But it's not going to affect your money. It doesn't actually, you're still doing well. It's just kind of like annoying. Like you could also be in a situation where like you're buying something, or you're in some place that you earned, you worked hard for, but the person attending you or helping you is being rude, or they're not very nice, or they're not giving you good customer service, and you're like, okay, like I paid to be here, I paid for the thing that cost a lot, and you guys are being rude or not cooperating or not responding, like what's going on? Or maybe you move to a new environment, a new place, but now your neighbors are giving you a hard time, and you're like, what the heck? It's like petty little things that could be annoying you, or like you worked so hard and you have everything good, so your money's not affected. I don't feel here your money's not really affected, but it's like the communication, the people around you, that's what could be annoying you, or just kind of getting to you because it's not exactly how you envisioned it to be, okay? Or you just may hear something from a family member or from at work that's kind of like sad or like a little bit of a bummer, okay? All right, then as your love message, you guys got time apart. Time apart. Some distance will help bring in clarity. Okay, so this kind of is making sense or bringing together. So I don't see here like a separation, like you're breaking up with someone or anything like that, but maybe because of work, your partner or someone may need to go away for some time, or there could be some distance, and that's what's maybe making you upset. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna be making good money or like new opportunities, but they're gonna have to leave for some time, or they're gonna have to travel for work, and now you're like, oh man. So it's kind of like a bummer. It's like good, but also like doesn't feel good, if that makes sense. So there could be some time apart, but maybe this is gonna help bring clarity or help the relationship be stronger. You know, distance makes the heart grow fonder, as they say. Then what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. So whoever this person is, they think about you all the time, and I think it's in a good way, it's not in a bad way. So yeah, there could be distance. Maybe they have to leave for work or something, and so you're kind of sad about that, but it's also going to be good financially, but kind of makes you sad, so it may be bittersweet. So, but I don't see actually like issues like fighting or nothing like that. All right, and then as your advice, you guys got play. Stop being so serious, find your inner child, go find fun today. So have some fun, Capricorns. Don't take life so seriously, even though I know life can feel serious and you have to do things that we don't always want to do. It's not fun, like taxes and stuff, but try to make some time for fun and play and enjoy yourself, okay? All right, so Capricorns, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you for your next reading. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this or what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and hopefully I'll see you in your next video. So take care, and I wish you guys all the best. All right, so last but not least, we move on to Aquarius. Let me get a little sip. And somehow this video ended up longer than I expected, but let's push through. All right, hi Aquarius, how are you guys? Hope you're doing good. So Aquarius, your first affirmation is, I am forgiving. I am forgiving. Yes, please practice saying this out loud if you can in the mornings you wake up and at night before you go to bed. I am forgiving. I forgive myself for past mistakes. I forgive others, even if maybe they didn't know any better, maybe they did, but it's okay. I move on. I'm not carrying any grudges, hurt, resentment. I don't need it. I'm moving on. And forgiveness, like I said, it doesn't have to be other people, it could be with yourself. But also, if you forgive someone else, it doesn't mean you have to like continue the relationship and accept their BS and nonsense. It just means you can move on, go our separate ways, but not hold any anger and resentment. You just kind of move on with your life. So forgive, move forward, or forgive and just kind of part ways. But I think more so forgive yourself, because sometimes maybe you're really hard on yourself about things that you did or made mistakes. Maybe you didn't know any better. Maybe you did, and you're like, you know what? Okay, now that I know better, at least I'll do better. I won't make that same mistake. Then your second affirmation is coming from card number 19. So 19 or the number 10 and 1 could be significant for you or mean something to you. And it says, let it go, let it flow. Let it go, let it flow. We are in Pisces season, and we do have that Libra full moon lunar eclipse, all about surrendering. So right now, you gotta let it go, let it flow, ride through, swim through the waters, release what's not for us. We're ending winter, starting spring, the new year very soon. So let it go, let it flow. I know it's harder, easier said than done, but something we're being called to. Your message from the universe is about meditating. Meditate. You should take time every day to clear your mind and meditate, especially as an air sign. And I'm an Aquarius moon, so I feel you. Connect with spirit and be open to receiving whatever information that comes to you. So take some time every day to clear your mind, clear your heart, and you don't have to be like, you know, like doing nothing intense, but just be in a quiet place, maybe go into nature without any electronics, no headphones, just like 5 minutes, let yourself breathe, or go outside, clear your mind, and just, you know, let yourself be, kind of be present in the moment. Because I know with life right now, it just feels like we're go, 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 or like always stimulation, phones and all this. Sometimes we need to just like have peace and quiet and de-stimulate ourselves. And I think in this day and age, meditation is really like de-stimulating you, de-stimulating us. Like try to unplug for a few seconds of the day, even though we're kind of always plugged in, always watching something, always checking notifications. Try to unplug, even if you can, like 5 minutes, just like not think about anything, not do anything, just be present and listen to your breath, to your heartbeat, okay? Your animal spirit message is the seahorse, symbolizing calm and contentment. And the seahorse is here to remind you that it's okay to make changes and go with the flow of life. It's okay to make changes and go with the flow of life, okay? So it's okay if you gotta change some things, modify some things, adapt, flow, but just go with the flow. Don't fight against the current. Let the waves take you where you need to go. Then as your crystal, you guys got labradorite, and it's associated with the throat, third, and crown chakra. It's third eye and crown chakra. It's a stone of transformation, helping you get through big changes in your life, such as moving or career change. It stimulates your imagination, promotes psychic abilities, and helps treat disorders of your eyes and brain. An affirmation associated with labradorite is, I welcome transformation in my life. I welcome transformation into my life. So labradorite may be a great crystal for you guys to check out or look into in this next little while, okay? All right, my Aquarians, so what's going on with you guys in the second half of March? So some of you I see here could have Pisces in your chart, Taurus, Libra, or Taurus, Libra. So Pisces, Taurus, Libra, or maybe you're dealing with one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or just the energy. Some of you could also, your first, middle, last name could start with the B as in boy, J as in jam, or someone that you're dealing with or connecting with. So I see here that there's something that maybe you are creating, growing. You could be growing as a person. There could be fertility here. So maybe someone's pregnant or there's a baby here. Congrats if that's the case. Or if it's not an actual baby, you are creating something, maybe a business, an idea, a hobby, or you're working on your beauty, love, or working on a relationship with a mother possibly. But there's something that's growing inside of you, or something you are tending to, you are nurturing, you are working on, but you're doing it in secret. It's like something that you're keeping behind closed doors, something kind of like low key. You're not really sharing, you're not telling anyone. So maybe someone here is pregnant, but they haven't told anyone. They're kind of keeping it to themselves, or someone's like working on something like a secret project, but you haven't shared it. You're kind of working on it behind closed doors, or your own growth, your own beauty, something that's making you feel good about yourself, or helping you grow and expand and blossom. You're kind of just like keeping it to yourself. You're not really sharing too much. You're working on your own inner divine, your beauty, your love, your intuition. You're feeling more connected to yourself. And I almost feel like here, as you connect deeper with yourself, you almost like disconnect. Like you don't want to share that with others. Maybe a lot of you have been like posting less on social media, or you have less need for it, or like you almost don't want to post as much, you don't want to share as much, you kind of just want to keep things to yourself. Or like even when you have a beautiful moment happening, or something good happening, instead of like posting it right away, like you know what, let me just enjoy this moment. I don't really feel like sharing it. I just want to like enjoy it in private. And it just could be something that has been changing inside of you right now. And I think that's definitely something that's been happening with me, but maybe that's just something that comes with age, or just because I'm busy and with baby. Like lately I just don't feel like posting. I don't want to do. I just want to keep it to myself, keep it private. I don't feel the need to share it, even though when I was younger I always liked to share it. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but now it's like I kind of want to keep it private. I kind of want to keep it sacred. So that could be something that you're feeling or going through, or there is a love you're experiencing, or the way you're loving yourself, you're take your value in, you're valuing yourself, or you're valuing whatever it is that's growing, that you're working on, or your own growth, and listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, your heart, your gut feeling. And there could be something here that you're kind of like, you're not sharing with the world, you're refraining from it, and you're being more private. So this is a more private time, it seems like, for you. You may not even be going through anything bad. Maybe life is great right now, but you are kind of like more private at this time. Or if you're dealing with someone, you and this person are keeping your relationship private. You're not really sharing about it. You want to kind of enjoy it, because sometimes when you share it, it can spoil it, or people can kind of throw on bad energy, and you just, you know from experience that can happen, and you just want to enjoy it first before you kind of publicize it, or show or share it with others. So you could also know about something, like maybe you know a secret, but you're not you're keeping it to yourself. Like maybe someone told you they're pregnant, or someone told you they met someone but they haven't shared it with anyone. You're kind of just keeping it to yourself, and you maybe are that friend where you can hold secrets. Like you're good at keeping secrets, you don't share people's businesses. But I think maybe this has more so to do with you. Okay, so you are also you're growing as a person. You're growing more into yourself. You're becoming more beautiful, not just physically, but your heart, your soul, everything. And you're becoming more connected with your true internal self. And as that happens, you don't want to, because you start to value and keep yourself sacred, you are choosing to not participate or I guess publicize that as much as maybe you did before. Yes, and so if there's some kind of growth, creation, pregnancy, child, or children, or your own self-growth that you're keeping, or I guess waiting, and you're enjoying it on your own for yourself right now. Okay? All right, and then as your love message, you guys got retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So you, if you're single right now, maybe you're trying to figure out, what you want, or the kind of person you're going to be with. Maybe right now it's taking some time alone, retreating, recharging yourself, spending time in nature will help get you closer to finding that person, or knowing what's good for you, who matches you. Or if you're with someone, maybe you guys can go out into nature, go on a date, hiking, or go to the beach, or do something like that to help you kind of reconnect in a very genuine way, where you don't have a bunch of noise, a bunch of people, music. You can actually be within each other's presence and connect with who you really are. Okay, then as you're what someone is thinking, feeling, or maybe wants to tell you is, I'm seeing my toxic patterns. I'm seeing my toxic patterns. So whoever this person is, they are realizing maybe certain things that they have that they need to change, or they need to work on. And at least that's a good step forward, because now they can change it. Now they can heal and move forward. So this person is seeing their own faults, and they're recognizing it. And I think that's always a right step in the right direction. Lastly, as your advice, it's illusions. Something isn't as it first appears to be, even if it's difficult to accept. Liberation always follows the struggle. Love and light are at the other side. So some things may not be exactly how they appear to be, but you will be able to see it and look past it if you really pay close attention. And I think very soon you're going to have clarity. Very, very soon you're going to see the love. You're going to see what's real, what really matters, and what doesn't, especially in this age of Aquarius. Okay? All right, so Aquarius, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I feel like this whole video was like crazy and chaotic. It's like started normal, and then it got super dark, rain, thunder, lightning, and then now it's normal again. Weird. So if you watch the whole video through, you'll know what I mean. But thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, or what's going on with you guys, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I wish you all the best. All right, take care. Bye.